this. Tell me who got a flow like God.
Welcome back, world. We are back in the building. You already know what it is, the Cuttin' Up Squad. You know what time it is. What time is it? It's cutting up time.
Time to cut up.
I don't know what I'm dancing to, but it was just,
I love how she just
I like how you got my back.
It threw me off for a second. I was like, wait a minute. What is she dancing to?
Hey, I just put some music to it.
Yeah,
I was like,
I appreciate you have my back.
Are you listening to music while we trying to do a show here? But I'm always glad to be back with my people. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, the world knows who we are by now. You know what I mean?
Indeed.
But I have to always give my people that intro, that intrezy. You know what I'm saying? That
you gonna make that a thing now.
Yeah.
Give me that intrezy real quick.
Yeah, that intrezy for cheesy. You know what I'm saying? Lady SDOT Lee.
Hey.
What's happening?
Ooh, listen, walking in my power.
Walking in your power?
Yeah, man. Every
you
day.
Finally paid them lights.
All day. Listen, finally. I was down to like one left in the bathroom. No, I'm that was good.
She's talking about these rolling outages that's been happening just on my street. It was like, making sexy with the candle lights.
That is so funny.
I got 9 candles I've been waiting to burn.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. We know your lights stay on.
They stay on.
You feeling good?
By the grace of God.
You look nice.
Good. Thank you. So you glowing.
You glowing too.
You know I try.
You're like a glowworm. You remember glowworms?
Why gotta be a worm?
Nah, they were cute. Y'all remember glowworms back in the day?
A worm is not cute, yo.
You don't remember
listen, he's always on a roll and then
glow?
you throw something in there. You be like,
toys. I'm
The
saying
toys,
you
the
talking about
toys.
like the ones
little
that used to
cute.
crawl.
Nah, man. They be trying to they be gassing stuff, trying to make it worse than
Nah,
because
it was just awkward for a second. We were just sitting here watching this conversation.
like, yeah, you glowing too. You know, glow. Worm.
Glow
You like, oh, thanks.
Like a little glow.
I know, you're like a little glower.
But I gotta hop across the table for a second and see what's up to my man Rob Covington. Rob Covington, what's going on,
up,
man?
G? How you doing, big cuz?
I think I'm gonna just refer to you all the time just as Rob Covington.
That's weird, but all right.
It is
That's
kind of
actually
weird.
dope. It sounds
Oh,
powerful.
Rob Covington?
It
All right,
sounds
cool.
powerful.
So Rob Covington is.
Yeah, you sound like an untrustworthy accountant.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
okay,
I like
I'm down
Rob
with that.
Covington.
Yeah.
I'm down with Rob Covington. Okay, I'm fine with that. Yeah, since
feeling
I'm not
good?
an accountant, I'll be okay.
That's right. That's
How
right.
you living, bro?
I'm good, man. This has been a good week. I've been training my behind off, and
What you have for breakfast?
actually 6 eggs, oatmeal, about 2 cups, honey with berries, strawberry, blackberries,
Oh man,
and then this
you said 6 eggs.
6 eggs.
Well,
So wait,
Almost every
boiled?
morning.
You do
No. I make an omelet almost every morning.
6 eggs.
So
omelets.
you swallowed a lot of protein this morning.
Pause, but yeah. Pause, a
Very
quick
good,
pause.
very good,
We're
yeah.
going to throw that pause in there.
Ah, you
Yeah.
staying sharp. Okay.
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
sharp.
yeah.
He was
We're
We're
ready
going to throw that in
too.
there like the wild card.
He batted that right back. Like, nah, bro.
I'm going to pick a color and go on.
I'm always interested, like whatever weird shit you're eating lately.
Yeah.
So, but that's not weird though. That's pretty good. Detoxifying.
Almost every
berries
morning,
and
yeah.
Protein. All right. So, Mr. Tropical Papa,
What's up, man?
what's going on? TP, what's going on? TP.
I'm good. I'm cool, man.
You cool?
Yeah, how
That
y'all
was
doing?
calm
Y'all
as
good?
Cool. So, Wavyy Jonez,
Yo,
I want to ask you
what's
some
poppin'?
questions.
You know what? I can.
What's going on?
Tropical Papa.
Yeah.
No, let me stop.
Hey, I was hoping you would do the rest of the whole thing like that. Just stay in the.
Yeah,
stay
I
with the
can't-
broad.
I
Stay
can't-
with
I'm
the
not
broad.
that good though. I can't
Yeah.
stay
Yo, you
in
did
it.
well.
I
You
can't-
had the broad.
I got
Go
the
ahead.
down pat. Barack take them long
Then
pauses.
you got it. That's
That's it.
that's about 30 minutes of the
I'd
conversation.
like to order a double pepperoni and chicken wings for Michelle.
now
that was
quiet.
good.
So that was really
Now,
good.
now quiet for about
really
20 minutes.
Yeah.
You
know that can.
That was good.
So,
But anywho, before we jump into the topic today, we got a special guest in the building. We got an actual in-person interview. We're gonna have to switch all the
Right.
table around. and,
yeah, flip all
you know,
this
all
up.
if you're watching at home or if you're listening by podcast, you're not gonna see the table flip
Yeah.
around. But you know, we're gonna do some transformer stuff, flip
Yeah.
the table around. But today we got Derek Brunson in the building.
Big
The
bruh.
UFC, I'm calling him the blonde bomber right now. You know what I'm saying? Got the blonde going on. You know, but we're gonna talk to him and get into his last fight. That he whooped some ass in the last fight. He's
Yeah.
on a
Yeah,
3-win fight streak, man.
Did his
Yeah.
thing.
Dope.
Representing.
Probably one of the number 1 knockouts in the UFC right now in his division.
Yeah, and he was the underdog. Like, Dana White and all the other big dogs was betting on the young cat.
How much was it? 100? Was it 150 to 1 or something?
Oh,
Like
I don't know. I know
it
the
was
odds
heavy.
were crazy.
Yeah, I know it was heavy.
Yeah.
It was heavy
Yeah.
because one of my friends made a bunch of money.
Yeah, Shabazian, I think it's how you say his name.
Always
Shabazian.
root
I'm
for
gonna
the
mess that
underdog.
name up. Yeah, I'm
Always.
gonna mess that name
It's
up.
like
So I
he's-
ain't even gonna play.
He's Ronda Rousey's
Bad.
protege, and a
your
lot
Liz?
of hype was on him.
Yeah,
Nah,
the guy
the
he-
guy he
the guy
fought.
he fought.
Ronda got knocked out, right?
Yeah, nice.
It was terrible.
Yeah, no, he got knocked out about the same as
Ronda?
Shabazian. Ronda got knocked out about the same as
Why you
Shabazian
say
got knocked out.
it's a man?
No,
No.
Ronda.
No, you thought he was talking about Shabazian. He was
no,
talking about
I was
Ronda
talking
Rousey.
about Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey got knocked out too.
No, you
She
said
got knocked out by a man?
no,
I'm
man.
so confused.
I don't know.
Listen,
Somebody hit the
what?
alarm clock.
Confused.
No.
Dog.
Ronda
talking
Rousey
about
got
Ronda.
knocked out years ago. Shabazian got knocked out by Derek.
And that's her protege.
That's her protege.
Shabazian,
And they got knocked out.
That
actually
was
pretty
terrible.
similar.
Because Ronda was talking that shit.
Yeah,
Like, she was
old
talking that
Cyborg
shit.
with her ass.
But it was, come on, bro. It was Cyborg. Cyborg bigger than me and got more
I
muscle
like
than you.
Rhonda, and I think she's
I
a
do like
great,
Rhonda.
I like
great
Rhonda.
actor.
I do
You
love
are
her.
She
you are
acts?
full of heart.
Yeah.
You are so
What's she
sweet.
acting?
Yo, and look
Whoa,
at
wait a minute.
Don't y'all
Seriously?
do
No,
this.
I'm over here with it.
Okay.
She just
I
said
think
Ronda
she's
Rousey is a
good.
great actress.
Y'all don't think she's a
terrible?
good actor?
She's, not,
I
she's
really
not terrible, but she's
no,
definitely.
she's definitely not. Listen, she's not
I won't
terrible. I
compare
think
her
she's
to Meryl
really
Streep.
good.
I won't compare her to Meryl Streep.
Yeah, of course.
But you know,
She definitely thrown in the
she
movies
did well.
because of her UFC
She was
fame.
fun.
Oh, okay.
She's
But
fun
I
in the
feel
movie.
like she really took, because she's been in a couple, and she does pretty good. I
Yeah.
think.
She's good at being Ronda Rousey.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean,
That's
That's
true.
just like
If
The
you
Rock.
think it-
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? The
yeah.
Rock is good at being The Rock.
Right.
but I
Come
mean,
be
the
yourself.
most famous people
Yeah.
tend to be
Just
good
come
at
be
being them.
yourself.
I feel
Right.
like she needed that moment to humble herself.
Ooh, it
Like that
happened.
knockout
Absolutely.
moment,
Said a
she
couple
needed that
moments.
to she needed
It
it
was
to
absolutely-
humble herself.
No, she
Was
did
And now
not.
she,
Cyborg
you know,
knocked
she's
out?
back.
She got knocked out by
And then the other chick knocked
no, she got knocked out
the
by her,
Spanish
the
chick.
other girl.
She was on a
first.
winning streak at first, though,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
because nobody has
They were
seen a
throwing her
girl
like,
do jujitsu.
they were throwing her easy
judo.
fights though.
I hate to see that though. That's why I would hate
Yeah.
to see Floyd get knocked out. Like I would,
Yeah.
I would absolutely hate that.
Well,
Just
see-
like when we was in LA and that one dude got knocked out. Who was that?
Ooh.
Who was the dude? We was going to the party that night and we heard that the dude got knocked out
In a ring or
in the ring.
a
In the
street?
ring, yeah. What's the dude name?
shit, I
The
don't know.
heavyweight boxer.
Oh, I know,
Oh,
man.
you
The
talking
dude that
about
came out to
Anthony Johnson?
Black, the super strong Black song by my man.
He said to this day.
Yeah, yeah.
What's
To
my
this
man
day.
name?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I want
know
to
who
say
you're talking
He
Anthony.
said big. This is
Anthony,
a
Anthony
heavyweight.
Joshua. Was
I
it
wanna
Anthony
say
Joshua?
Anthony.
It was either Anthony
Yeah,
Joshua. or
but
the
yeah,
other
man,
one.
I was hurt.
I don't think y'all know who I'm talking about.
Yeah,
I
come
know.
on,
I
I
think-
know who you
what
talking
did you look
about.
at? Yo, which one you
What's
talking about? They
my
look
name?
The
like?
dude that the
I think you
dude,
talking
dark
about
skinned
Anthony
dude.
Johnson.
Yeah.
Wilder.
What's his
name?
first
No, hold
Is
on.
it
Anthony
Anthony
Wilder?
Wilder, right?
Hold on.
Anthony
Didn't
Wilder.
Wilder
Anthony
knock him
Wilder?
out?
Deontay.
Deontay Wilder.
Deontay Wilder.
Deontay Wilder.
Damn. Sorry,
Deontay
Deontay.
Wilder. Yo, sorry about that, G. Deontay
Call
Wilder.
this motherfucker Anthony.
Yo, that don't
Anthony
sound right.
Wilder.
Nah, because
It felt
Anthony Joshua.
It felt right.
It felt right.
Yeah, I told you.
That's because Anthony
What's
Joshua.
funny
Anthony
is
Joshua
he's
was the
over there
other
like-
guy.
I'm like, I knew it was Anthony.
Lord.
She said it. She said it
Man.
with such conviction
Oh,
that
man.
I
Yeah,
believed it.
yeah,
was
'cause he
Anthony.
said, yeah,
Anthony Johnson was
I
over
was
there
so
like,
convicted.
yeah.
I saw him saying Deontay, and I
Yeah.
still saw
Anthony.
Anthony.
I was like, yeah, it felt right. It feels right. Anthony
It
Wilder.
felt right.
Man,
It
name
felt
was
right.
Deontay.
But we got way
seeing
off.
that.
Deontay
Way
Wilder,
off.
that's right.
Deontay
Yeah,
Wilder.
man, that sucked, man.
I hate shit.
But we
Yeah.
got him in the building, so we're gonna go ahead and jump right into that interview and just get everything turned around and set up.
Yeah, yeah.
And we're gonna learn,
See you in a second.
about the man himself. The man behind the gloves. What?
She's silly as hell. Yo, she's silly as hell.
So
Yo, she having a stroke right now.
that fake ass Cheerio commercial.
Hey, man, I'm working on my advertisement.
Yo, hold up. Your neck went down like a turtle or something.
Hey, that's my advertising page. That's all right. Y'all gonna see me on Wheaties one day going.
Yeah, he read it. I love Rob, man.
Yo, oh my God. I
Like he
can't
like doing them commercials from like an experimental Cheerio, like chocolate Cheerios or something.
I tried to hold it.
chocolate
Some shit that don't ever come out.
Nah, yo, chocolate Cheerios sound good.
Listen, when y'all air
That'll
this,
come
y'all
out,
really
though.
gotta like bring that back like 3 times so it can boomerang him doing that.
Hey, yo, do that though. Yeah.
Oh
gotta
man,
sit
that's
right.
I got Sarah
hilarious.
to do it.
I need a gift for that,
That's my
so I can
mental
post it
commercial.
every time he
Oh, my
posts on social media. I'm just gonna post it. Bomb.
Yo, that's my mental commercial.
Make a GIF.
Mentos, the
God.
fresh maker.
A
That
GIF
was
out
funny.
of it.
Oh my god.
Listen, that
be
really did
cutting
me
up,
in.
Yeah, I know what she's talking about.
Oh man, that did me in.
You can send that to people.
Michael Jackson days.
I know, right? Yo, actually, that would be dope, though. Nah, 'cause y'all got your
Yo,
own
his
gifts.
voice
Y'all got your own
changed. That.
gifts.
Hey, listen, it was everything. His voice changed. Yo, his
I
eyes.
just looked over and he
The
was,
thumb-
That's how you do the mental
Yo, his
commercial.
body contorted. That's what
I don't know what just happened. I'm like, wait.
I'm glad it worked for you.
Yo, it worked. It worked
Oh,
with a capital
man.
W. Because listen, that was awesome.
Yeah.
The boy contorted.
Woo, shit,
Yeah,
that was
right.
awesome.
Damn.
Yo.
But anyway, let's go ahead and get our crazy asses into this interview. Up next, Derek Brunson.
Hey,
Derek
DB.
So like we said, we got a very special guest in the building today. You know what I'm saying? As we told you, we have Derek Brunson in the building.
Yes,
What's
sir.
good, bro?
Hey.
What's going on? All right, what are you doing?
What's good? The blonde bomb.
I know, right?
Okay. Switch it up.
I
Switch
know,
it up.
right? Yeah, fuck.
Before we get all deep into it, I gotta know, man. So what inspired the blonde? Like, what's going on?
This is like the quarantine swag. I was just bored at the house. I was like, let me try something new. This is what I came up with. I mean, it worked out a little bit.
So
Yeah,
it's not symbolic or anything. It's just
Nah, yeah, just want to switch it up. Try something new. So that's what we got. That's 2020 was crazy. So
Yeah, man.
Really put a stamp on it.
I
Yes.
feel you on that. It looks good on you. I might do
Appreciate
it
it.
myself. You think I look good with blonde?
No.
Try it out, man. See what's up, man.
Don't bring him down the wrong path.
Alright, it came quick. It popped out. You already like
That's some
it.
brand
He
that
dark
is.
skin.
Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it.
He got his voice thing or something.
All right, you see, we had to switch the table around and the whole
Yeah.
setup and whatnot. And, you know, we did this just special just for Derek to be here live and in person.
Appreciate it.
So we really appreciate you being here, man.
Yeah, man.
You know, the good thing about this is a little bit different interview, man. Everybody sees the fight interviews.
Right.
Everyone sees, you know, for those of you that are listening or watching and don't know, this is Derek Brunson, badass. You
One of the best in the world.
You know what
Easy.
I'm saying? Been whooping our ass up and down. What are you on, a three win streak?
3-5 winning streak, you know. Just trying to
Say
keep
that.
There you
going.
go. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Hey,
You heard that. Y'all heard that.
Carolina zone, you know.
Okay.
represent-
Say that with some bass in your voice.
Yeah.
But we don't want to do the same interviews that everybody. I know because us being actors and stuff as well. I've been in press briefs and stuff. We sitting there answering the same questions over and
Absolutely.
over and over. It's like shit. Like y'all can't think of nothing else.
Switch it up, right?
So I want people to get to know more of the person, behind the gloves. You know what I mean? So, first of all, congrats on your 3-win streak so far.
Yes, sir.
I think there's a 4. You got another fight planned yet?
We don't have anything planned right now. I had a little injury with my finger in the fight, so letting that heal up. But we're looking at like late November or early December. So
Who do you want? I see you on Twitter calling people
yeah.
out left and right. I was like, this boy ain't
Yeah, see, this is a good moment right
I
here.
want
Yeah.
a good fight. I want something I'm gonna lose sleep over. Somebody be like, man, that got tough.
Yeah.
So I want something that's gonna really catapult me, to like something top 5 in the world, so I can really get to my goals. 'Cause I'm trying to be number 1. So in order for me to do that, I'm gonna need somebody super tough. So that's what I'm aiming for. That's what I'm hoping for.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah, and I want to ask. I do want to talk a little bit about the fight work. I want to ask you about your last fight with. I always mess his name up.
Shabazian.
Shabazian. Shabazian. He was the favorite fighter.
Absolutely.
And he had, he was Ronda Rousey's protege. And then, the high hopes were more, with Dana White's high hopes and others, at the top of the UFC. They were all kind of more, in my opinion, pulling for Shabazian. And then it looked like a big upset.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about that? Like, how do you feel about being the underdog in that situation, especially with you being are you a vet now? Can you call you a vet?
Yeah, for sure. I'm getting older, fine like wine, so, I can accept the vet name. But yeah, for sure, you got a young guy, that coming in there, impressing everybody, knocking people out, looking real good. And like you said, he's Ronda Rousey protege, so they were really high on the guy, and the Vegas was high on him. Everybody was high on him. It's funny, like the week before, and I'm sure you know how I go with the social media. You're gonna have people who support you, people who don't care. You're gonna have people who want to see you get knocked out. With being an athlete, you have people who bet their money. People bet large sums of money. So you're gonna get a lot of people who appreciate you, you're gonna get a lot of negativity. So when it comes to the week of a fight, I don't really check my social media. I like posts and I get off of there. I like posts and I glance and I look away. So I might catch one or two, but I ain't really catching. Oh, you're gonna get knocked out, and I'll read it after, and then I'll go and like it. You know what I mean? You're gonna get knocked out. I'm like, right? And they're like, oh, what's up, Brunson? Good fight. But you know, that kind of comes with it. But when you got a guy like that the UFC have a lot of stock into it, you really have to like just stay focused and understand what your goals are and keep that in mind.
Now, how do you feel about like the fans or the haters? You know, like Wavyy and
So then,
Yeah, he hated, man. He ain't say nothing.
No.
Yeah, I mean,
No, I'm not saying Wavy's a hater. I'm saying us being actors in the limelight, we get those, you know, oh, you're dope, and then you get all the stupid stuff.
Right. Because
I don't even know
the
what you
idiots.
just said. What just happened? I'm sorry, man. I'm in the world of my own. What happened?
You talk about all the hate where you get all the love, but you also get that crazy hate when you get that love.
Those fans and those people on social media, the Twitter fingers, how they, you know, you come with the ill shit. Like, how does that even bother you? Or are you used to it now? Like, how do you process that stuff? Talking to you.
Oh yeah, I was talking to him. I'm like, yeah, how do you deal with it? But nah, I've been in the game for a while, so I already know how it goes. Like I said, you have people who legitimately will bet. You know, I see people bet 30,000, 40,000, 50,000 on a fight. So if they lose on they feel you were stupid, they're gonna be real pissed about it. So it don't matter to me. When I first started, I used to see the comments and be like, oh man, you know, I used to take it to heart. But now I just kind of laugh at it. I'm like, this guy's really fishing, or this female is really fishing for me to reply to them. And I'm just laughing. I'm like, I'm not gonna even reply to them because that's all they want, you know.
Yep.
But you have the people who are out there with the positive, which they might be like a little like 10-year-old kid that like aspire to be like you or like doing karate and like, good job, Mr. Brunson. I'll be like, thanks, you know, and they'll be like, oh my God, I can't believe you replied. But you know what I mean? So like it's cool to show people love who actually support you and care about you. And even if you go out there and, you know, let's say you guys in a role acting and you guys didn't act it as best as you could and the fans might be like, oh, you sucked in that. You know, but you're going to have people who ride with you who say, well, I appreciate that one. So, you know, understand it's a process. You're getting better over time. So, kind of, you know, blind out the negativity and bring all the people who positive, you know, kind of keep that in mind.
Jules.
Now, I don't know who all, you know, dives deep into your bios or, you know, your background and things you talk about in interviews, but you're a dad. And you're very much a family man, and it's one thing because I know you personally. Rob knows you. Me and Rob have both known you for years. SDOT, you've known there for a while, and so I knew you. We knew you before you had even went to the UFC. Before hell, we had all become anything at that
Jacksonville.
point. Yeah, and one thing I can say about you that I've witnessed in person and you know social media or whatever else is that you're a very involved father. You know what I mean? And so, but you also have a crazy, hectic schedule, and you're training, you're traveling to train, you're dealing with media stuff, you're dealing with your career, and we're all, you know, people who also have to figure out a balance for, you know, family and career and whatnot. How do you balance that, being an involved father and balancing family life with also being Derek Brunson, the UFC fighter?
It's a lot, you know, but at the end of the day, you gotta stay focused on the most important things in life. And you know, being an athlete, being an actor, all that stuff gonna fade away after a while. But you know, your kids, your family, all that stuff gonna remain. So that got to be your foundation, and you really got to prioritize that and put the most emphasis on that. Whereas you still have to make a career and do well for your family, but understanding the most important things. So that's why I try to like make sure I manage and budget my time. Even when I'm at the gym all day, I have to go train and do this business stuff. I'll stop by and check homework, see if the kids, you know, cook food, if they need lunch, et cetera, you know. So I just try to keep everybody on the same page and also use my support system. You know, I have a good support system. My fiance, my family, mom and dad, they're retired now, so they help out a lot when, you know, I'm really busy.
Shout out to mom and dad.
Yeah,
That's so
right.
cool.
And fiance.
And the fiance. That's right.
Yeah, shout out to
She's
the
gorgeous,
fiance.
by the way. She's so beautiful.
Gracias.
You like, you
I
know,
love
I
that answer, though.
know. AKA, I know.
I won.
Yeah.
When you started off, because I remember back when you were wrestling at Pembroke, and you were a top tier wrestler, and this is before you started training, striking and everything else, and you were whooping ass, you know, even in the wrestling world. So that was your base at first. Did you have an idea that would lead you onto this path where you like, oh, I want to be an MMA fighter pro the whole time, or did you just like slowly steps happen and then you were like, I might be able to whoop some ass in the UFC. Let me try it.
I ain't even gonna lie, man. I kind of fell into it, to be honest. I graduated from college and I was working a couple years like as an in-home therapist. So I had a caseload, a couple of families I was working with, just trying to like maintain the society, work on, you know, behaviors with the kids and just coexist. And then I just had that urge to like compete in wrestling again, and I feel like I didn't give it my all in my wrestling career, whereas I had a good wrestling career in college and stuff like that, but I felt I needed more, so I was really trying to pursue the Olympics. And I went to a gym, and most of the guys there were like former college wrestlers, high school wrestlers, but they were like amateur MMA fighters. So I would like take them down, you know, roll with them, and then I was better at wrestling, so I'll take them down, like, let's keep going. So that's when it's like jiu-jitsu and stuff like that. So I started training jiu-jitsu a little bit after that, then I started boxing a little bit after that, and then it's just kind of like put it together. It was like, you should take the fight. I was like, nah. And then I was like, all right, you know, a month after that, and then, you know, a month after that, I had my first fight, and 2 months after that, I went pro, and, you know, here I am. It happened pretty fast. So.
You went to Bellator first, right?
Nah, man, I never went to Bellator.
No,
Strike Force, man.
Strike Force.
I got you.
So put some respect on my name.
Strike Force still up?
Nah,
No,
so
okay, that's
yeah,
why
they got bought out. Yeah.
I knew it was one of them. So you remember way back when we wrestled?
Yeah.
That was a block away. That was a block away.
That wasn't too far from
and
me.
on this one, I'm gonna sit back.
It wasn't that bad, bro. It wasn't that bad. But I will give you credit, man. Now I felt good. I'm wrestling like a top tier wrestler.
Okay.
You know what I mean? In the prime of his shape.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Training every day.
All right.
Rob, you remember? I think I was with you, Rob.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Yeah. We came back from the club. Came back from the club.
Oh, see, I went for to make this easy.
That's reality.
I got it right here. It was late. He had drank. And he had broke up with a girlfriend or something.
He had
I got you.
The liquor was flowing. I wouldn't even challenge you if I was sober.
No, I didn't drink at all.
But no, we started. Shout out to Dre Herb. We were always hanging out at Dre's house, and we come back there like fucking 3 a.m. And Derek's over there. He used to come back to town like every other weekend or something. Right? Yeah. And Derek was over there and.
That's when everybody used to say that.
With, like, playing around.
I remember.
Playing around, talking shit. And so, you know, he like, what you want to do? So we started wrestling in the middle of the damn living room. This is pre-UFC, pre-all of that shit. He was still in college at the time, I think. And I'm drunk, so I'm thinking.
I'm drunk.
No, I wasn't like out of my mind drunk. So I knew what I was doing.
Okay.
But you know, I had that. It blocked that part of my brain that said, "Hey, dude, you know he trains doing this shit like literally every day, right? You don't." Like, I won't leave that dude alone. And so, you know, but that part of my inhibition was blocked. Yes, it was. From the liquor. Yes, it was. And we got to tussling. And it was funny because at first he was like, oh, you know, I could see it. He was like, strong. Yeah. I was like, what's up? But then I will say, we got to this point because I was actually, you know, I was slamming them in the walls and shit.
And everything.
You know, power drive them. Then I rose up like the.
What he looking like?
There's always two sides.
Yeah.
It was, you know, at first it was funny because you could tell he was, at some point, he was like, oh, he thinks this is a game. Okay, you want to go for real. So we tussling, and I'm just using brute force. I don't have no kind of technique, no nothing. And then at some point, he just, you know, clicked in and was like, all right, let me go ahead and end this. And next thing I know, he was in front of me, but then it was like, he just crawled around my whole back or something. And the next thing I know, he got me in this lock, and we fall down to the ground, and I'm like, I ain't giving up. I don't give up. He put me in a good ass lock too.
We all sitting there like this.
look,
Trying to get real dark.
yeah, for a second I thought I had him. I was like, young fellow, that's that strength. And then he's, did his wrestling shit, that All-American stuff. And they say, I'm in some kind of damn chokehold. He's behind me. I'm sitting there, starting to see blue dots.
And then it got real dark.
And I'm like, Dom don't tap out.
You wouldn't sleep?
And so, no, I was close to it. He's the only person in my life. And the bad part is it wasn't even a real fight. Like, we were just playing around. It was the only person in my entire life that got me hemmed up like that and had me damn near going. I had to tap out because I was like, it's going to be more embarrassing if I pass out.
Yeah.
So I'm going to just go ahead and tap out.
You got it.
Now can we hear Derek's version?
It sounds about accurate.
Blowing all my liquor, all the money I spent, on my liquor that night.
We had a good night out too that night.
It was
a good night. It was a real good night.
Bro, downtown used to be lit.
Oh man, it's nothing in comparison.
You can't really explain to people how it is like now, but yeah, it used to be crazy, man. Always a good time for sure.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, we're talking about Wilmington.
Downtown Wilmington before everybody's soul
That's
purpose.
when they used to bring the
was
horses out.
amazing.
I saw a horse run a whole female logo.
I saw it today. Not in person.
No,
I saw it on like this, on the Instagram.
I saw somebody get kicked by the horse.
She
You know,
stepped in front of that
sometimes
thing
the
like
dudes
it was
do
gonna
stuff like
stop.
smack the horse's butt.
Yeah,
Man,
cop
that dude
ran
got
right
kicked
over.
right into a car.
Man, listen,
Yeah.
I remember years back being downtown, and this one I stopped even going around them horses.
Yeah, they would do
Oh,
kind
yeah.
of stuff with those horses.
Yeah, because remember how
Bow.
crowded it used to get on Front Street? It was like a concert or something was out there.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they were
Every
surrounding
night.
this horse, and that horse was not, I don't know where they got this horse, but he wasn't beat for all the people being around. That horse got them spinning in circles, and the cop trying to control the horse, and people not getting the picture.
No,
But
sir.
he
That's the first
reared up.
sign.
Yeah, he reared up on his front legs, and with his back legs kicked the car. And when I seen the car go up and then fall back down, I mean, it sounded like a bomb drop. That must have bomb.
And everybody.
That car went up and dropped down. I was like, yeah, I'm out.
Yeah.
I don't be around none of them damn horses.
Hey, you remember we used to go downtown and we all meet up, and then like people start fighting, we'd be in the back like, oh.
I'm sitting in the back watching like
In
this.
the back watching like,
Yeah,
So what do y'all do in those situations? Do you score the fight? Like, uppercut right here. Like, what do you do?
In our head.
wait for the mace to come out.
Exactly.
Like far back, so we good.
Now you remember what's her name? She used to box for Golden Glove. She looked just like Layla Ali. She was real pretty, and she used to box, and she knocked that white dude out down. What was his name? Azalea or something like that. I can't remember the last name.
What's that?
Yo, bro, if you knew, if I showed it to you, you would know it. And
She just got to pull up the film.
right? She used to
Oh,
lay
man.
dudes clean out, and she knocked that dude out downtown. That well, he was like the last thing we saw because we had just walked up to Slice of Life. I remember it was me, Dre was there, and everybody. We walked up. The last thing we saw was this big dude, about 6'5", something like that, looking at this little girl. Went, "You black." Boom.
Ooh.
And he got hit and fell and hit the bar table, and we all hit the floor. That was the funniest thing.
So we know you got to go soon. One thing I do want to hit, our topic on the show today that we're talking about, I don't know if you heard this when you first came in, but we were talking about porn.
All right.
Yeah, that's the topic of the show today. So I just wanted to get your take on it. You know what I mean? Are you a porn lover? You know, you been a porn?
I'm not really big on it, to tell you the truth. I mean, I've been slacking over the years. I mean, when I was a young buck,
You been slacking?
I used to have all everything. I fell off, man.
Is that like back in the day when it was DVD?
Nah, man, we should burn CD-ROMs and have all of
You ready to rock that bad story?
Yeah, right. I like this topic.
I'm good.
So what do you think of it? Just real quick, as far as the impact that it's had on our culture now, and how way more like even when we were younger, we had decent access to it. And like if you had the guts to actually roll up in one of the stores and get a CD, or if, like you said, you knew somebody, dudes would pass the burnt DVDs around, like Black Butts 3, all that stuff. And so that was the way to get it then. But now even kids can just pull it up on their cell phones or whatever. How do you feel about its place in our society now? Do you feel like it's a necessary thing, or is something that should be done away with?
No, I mean, I think it's definitely an adult thing, definitely keep out of the hands of kids, it's a lot of like predators out here lurking, so definitely, keep it out of kids' hands. I remember being that kid though. Y'all remember the TVs that you like turn and adjust with the black and white joints?
Yeah.
Like I used to go to the Playboy joints. I turn this about a little bit, stick something in it, and then
And hope it breaks in. Hope it breaks in.
It's a nipple right there.
Now, if you get it just right and put something in it, bro, it'll turn the black and white straight to you,
want
bro.
That's the level.
Yeah. And you know Wavyy Jonez because he's doing this face.
Yeah, he said black and white. Dude. All that I do there with work. Oh shit, I don't know what.
Back then you had to work to look at porn.
Yeah.
That's back when we had two-ways. You couldn't get no porn on the two-way.
Yeah, nah,
you
you
get on
joking.
the smartphone.
Yeah, I know, right?
You couldn't get good pictures when you sent to you on your two-way. Yeah, no.
Yeah, trying to download even a picture, that was a 15 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
With the dial-up.
Yeah.
Damn.
I remember
AOL.
Yeah. Net spinning
It's
on
not
it.
AOL, man.
Yeah, you sitting there halfway loaded, you hear, the garage, your parents is pulling up, you're like, oh no! No! Stop it!
Frozen. Like, pulling plugs out.
Yeah, just pull the whole plug out.
Come in the computer and the wall in pieces. Like, what happened? Like, just beat me.
Not just beat me, that's fine.
But thank you for giving us a little bit of your time, man.
All right,
I know you're busy,
thanks
man.
for
You
having
got to get on to your next thing. We don't want to make you late.
Absolutely.
So, man, we appreciate you
Yeah.
for coming in here.
Thanks,
Anything
bro.
you want to leave with the people before you go?
Oh man, I appreciate you guys having me. I think y'all have a good thing going on, so definitely like to see it, going forward and maybe come back by for sure.
Absolutely.
Sure. And then the next dude you knock out, you got to come back here with us too. We got to
Absolutely.
do all the big outlets
Yeah.
first, but come back and just tell us what how you felt.
Yeah.
Nah,
Maybe
we
we'll
lock
have to do another match. Maybe you no?
Yeah, we
do
can
something.
judge.
Something.
Can we
judge it?
We'll get Dominic some alcohol. We'll make it just like them.
Hey, look, I'm somebody now, so I can't be embarrassed. I'm gonna cheat. I love you like a brother. I just want you to know.
Yeah.
Listen, y'all gotta have some bands on this table.
There you go. Yeah.
No, that's right.
First, all right?
You put whatever you want on the table. I'm still gonna cheat. You gonna be telling the interview after like this. No, y'all ain't see him spray the mace. Come on, bro. You making up excuses, bro. There ain't no damn mace out there. Front row was coughing. And COVID.
That's funny. That's funny.
All right, man. Well, we'll see you soon, bro. Good luck on the next fight. We'll be
Yes,
Knock
we're
him out,
rooting for
man.
you, G.
Shit, yeah.
All right, man. We got the table rearranged. We're back in order how we were. Man, that was a good interview.
It really was.
I'm so proud of our boy, man. We, aside from yourself, man, we known this dude years and years. What is happening now?
Yo, no more coffee on stage.
No.
I'm tired of them keeping the weed to themselves.
I know, right?
No, because you know what? Y'all know we normally don't like. I'm just gonna call it. I'm gonna call it like it is. What you call it?
Yo,
You know what I'm gonna say?
You ain't on that?
Yeah, I'm not.
Wave normally says it. I'm gonna say it.
All right, here we go.
I pulled
It's
up.
about to get
Y'all
good.
had
I
us
already
to
know
the
what happened.
Yeah, they had us all on
We
the
had
side
it to
and
the side
shit.
like we the
wasn't
damn
saying
step
nothing. It
kids.
was like, okay.
Listen, you know how the baby be doing
Oh, yeah.
ad libs? Y'all talking, I'm like, word.
Just get it when you fit in type shit.
I had to just get it like,
Derek looked over
Listen.
at me and said, I want to hear what you got to say. I'm like, I don't know what to say with this shit in my chest.
Nah,
It was so funny.
this dude was like, huh?
They
Y'all
made
talking
a
to me?
joke and shit
Whole
out.
nother conversation.
It was
Y'all talking to
uncomfortable
me?
at the end of the table. It's like I gotta
You know,
do
we had a
this. Like,
different,
I'm
we had a
not
different
doing
setup.
that,
It was
man.
just, it was
Well,
funny.
it's
And I wasn't gonna
And
be
then
on
y'all
Derek's
over,
back like
yeah,
this.
y'all all over there excited and so I'm looking at Rob. Rob's having a good time.
Yo,
He's just, I'm like,
listen, I was jumping out his
he on the
skin.
end like
Yo,
this.
that's like my
But I
big
get it,
brother.
though. They got
It's
a good
being-
history,
It's like
man.
being in there with family, you know?
Right.
When you see your people winning, man.
Yeah,
You just
man.
be-
I love
good,
that. I love
man.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you see,
Especially to see him knock somebody.
You gotta-
I blame
Yeah,
Kevin,
man.
man. I'm just gonna blame Kevin. For
Yeah, it
that.
was Kevin.
Kevin said, "Yeah, I got
Kevin.
you," and put me all the way at the end of the damn table. man.
Well, don't feel bad. I was in the middle. I still was like this.
We just looking at each other like,
Yo, listen, after a second, you gonna see, I just turned away and be like,
I'm sitting there looking down at the camera like,
Yeah, I was scared y'all ain't had no questions.
All right.
When I said, when I said,
something, you wouldn't let him.
when I said, look, this is what I did.
question.
This is what I didn't want to happen.
You nigga, I said, goddamn, we could have
this
sat
is-
on the sideline and let this nigga this
Shit,
interview.
I couldn't get nothing in, but
This is what I didn't
That
want
was
to
it.
happen. Because after he said, y'all talking to me? I want to be like, yeah, so Wavyy, you know, what you think, what you got on your mind?
I wanted to ask him what inspired him to get into the ring.
Oh, yeah.
I did want to. I had
And
a
so you want to know what I wanted to
question.
speak
Yo,
on?
but it's-
I wanted to
I'm
speak
talking
on.
over SDOT, like, it's like-
I wanted to ask him, you know, a lot of people get on and they bounce. You know what I'm saying? He got on and he really gives back to the
Yeah,
community.
gives back to
And
the
I don't know if a
community.
lot of
That's
people
dope.
know that. He
Oh,
opened
yeah.
up his spot here.
Yeah,
I wanted
yeah.
to
He
speak on.
always
I
come
mean, we're
back
speaking
here to
on it
train.
now.
Yeah.
But, you know, I really wanted to ask him, like, what made you stay? What made you want to give back here instead of going somewhere else? You know what I'm saying? Open
Right.
it. You could have opened it up anywhere.
We're going to have to do another one and actually
yeah.
angle the table or something.
Yeah. We're going to have to put
We'll
him
sit
right
there
in the
and be
middle over
quiet.
here.
Nah, we'll sit there and be quiet. Just say, all right, go
Yeah,
ahead.
okay.
Go ahead.
Me and
I
Wavyy
got
take
it.
over.
Yeah,
got
we got some dope questions too.
Listen, the only
Yeah,
time I
yeah.
could really get it in was when they was talking about the women because I knew all the dudes was gonna be respectful. So I'm like, yeah, she's beautiful.
Yeah. The
Hi, I'm
fiance,
here.
the fiance. Yeah.
This was me. It's my time to shine.
Y'all silly.
That's the only time he turned around too. He's
Well,
like,
I'm
yeah.
glad y'all got all this
That's
energy
my
now,
people,
so we can
man.
get into some awkward shit.
Oh, man.
Oh,
Here
no.
we
You
go.
know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah, because you know,
Fresh out of the frying pan.
yeah,
Fry
yeah.
y'all beautiful.
It's good stuff that we.
Number one
That,
supplier.
And then
Laying in a piece of paper wearing my name. I
Got
got
the
the
hottest-
better chick in the game. Wearing my chain.
That's
That's
right.
right. Home.
Shout out to
Why
Hov.
we like this?
You know,
I
that's
don't know
what
why
we
y'all
do.
like this,
Every
man.
time
I ain't gonna lie.
JT, you say
Yeah.
All you
something.
can do is
That's
mention
what
a
we
little
do.
bit of Jay, and everybody goes off.
All right,
Now
look.
we do it with anything.
Here go the weird shit. I'm trying to block the weird shit. Go
Yeah,
ahead,
look,
give it to us. What
here's
we
here's
doing?
where they run out
What's
of
the
stuff to
weird
say.
thing?
Watch.
What we
Alright,
doing?
Here
What
we
we
go.
about to
We're
get
talking
real
about
quiet.
porn.
Oh boy.
We're talking about porn. I'm gonna go over some porn facts.
What?
All right.
There are
And then I want your thoughts on them. Yeah, I got a whole list of porn facts.
Oh, shit.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm actually
got?
interested.
Yeah, so we
bro.
have some
Porn
structure,
facts.
you know. So, you know, but you know, before we even jump into that, you know, S-Star, what kind of porn you watch?
Woo.
I really don't.
That just
Oh
happened.
my God. Oh
I really
my
don't.
God. Well,
Like, I feel
okay,
like
what
one time,
porn
one-
did you used to watch?
No, I never really. I just not really.
Never?
Doesn't really do anything for me.
You ever
Like I know
seen it?
one time, you know, someone I was like
It ain't for everybody.
dating for like 5 years.
Mhm.
Like we watched some. I was like, oh, let me see like what the thing is about, and I just felt so awkward. Like I'm just watching like
I can't. I've never done that. I
Oh.
can't sit and watch porn with somebody. That's weird.
See, I had a
somebody that
girlfriend
you're
was
with?
into that.
Yeah, that's weird to me.
because I
Yeah.
know like he was honest.
I had
Like
a
yeah, I
girlfriend
watch
who
it.
did
So I
that.
was like, I want to see it too.
Some
Like,
people
let me
like
see.
doing that shit,
I
but
just want to see.
that always seemed like weird as hell to me.
Really?
Like, yeah.
I thought that's like a cool thing.
I was
for
like,
a
I'm
couple.
trying to be doing what they doing. Why do I want to sit with you and watch
Touche.
what they doing? I need you to be
Touche.
doing that.
Yeah.
Watch me do it to you. Like I don't want to sit
So
and watch
you
it.
need
Funny.
a camera and a big TV.
No.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, that's how you
He
get
said,
in
no,
trouble.
let's not go there.
Yeah, that's how you get in
No,
trouble.
I didn't
So,
see that.
so
That's a
what?
quick way
So what's
to
your
go.
thoughts on? Because porn is very popular. It's
It
one
is.
of the most popular media genres. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry,
Yeah.
and America's the top producer of porn.
Mm-hmm.
And so there is a lot of people watching porn. I think it's 1 out of every 3 people.
What?
And
Wow,
we
I
have
didn't realize
600
that.
million
I didn't know
people
those
in
numbers
this
were that big.
nation.
Dang.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
huge.
yeah. And so you don't really watch it. Why not?
It just never really
Because there are people out there with your same perspective. That's what I'm asking.
like. I don't knock it. Just for me personally, it's not something I wake up like, oh, I need some porn today.
Well, that'd be weird. If,
Let me
That
look
would
at
be
somebody's
It's
like
weird to wake up
booty
every
and
day.
balls
And
today.
that's a
Like,
weird
time.
conversation.
you know what I'm saying?
Having
Like,
this
excuse me,
conversation
but
with yourself.
yeah, no, I don't know.
like even
But-
even like in your single days, single life,
Wasn't
taking
needed.
time to yourself, you just. Oh, so you want a bathtub and
Yo,
candle
this
lights.
is bug over here. We over here tripping talking about porn.
Like, yo, this motherfucker won't go away.
And we trying to make it look like it's a part of our movement, natural movement. Like,
That's funny. That's
Well,
funny.
let's go over there. Let's go
I
to
saw y'all.
the king of the gnats over
Thank
there.
you, thank you.
hey man,
Get the heat off of me, please.
The gnat nest. You know.
You know what?
But
he
Yo,
like,
he
yo,
throwing
fuck
bombs.
me right now.
He's throwing bombs.
if you're watching, you can see what's
I'm not
happening.
even paying attention to that. I'm paying attention to the bug flying around my head.
No, it must be like, did you put something new in your
I
hair?
did.
That's what it is.
bro.
If you're just listening,
using
Rob is being
product
or
attacked
something.
by
Bruh,
gnats.
it's because it got this fruit junk in it. I saw it this afternoon.
That's
they
what
think,
it is.
they think
Listen,
you're a
'cause
big
they
fruit.
are.
Yeah, this.
They think you're
I
a
like that
jackfruit.
pun.
That was a Jay-Z laugh.
Yeah.
They was like, look at that.
They keep
walking,
coming around and go
talking
right back to you
jackfruit.
like,
Nah, don't worry about it. Look at that big ass plum. But now,
His reaction is making me
you
laugh.
are awesome tonight. Yo, listen. I don't know what's going on, but I'm loving it.
man.
No, I got to get him now. Man.
No.
It's gonna be rough too.
No. Blame it on the African
be
lady
rough.
that sold me the stuff.
I don't want
and
the
then
hard
the
feelings
bug
after this
while
shit.
Dominic had to say something slick because it's my big cousin.
I want the hard. I want the hard feelings later.
Hey, yeah. With this truck that hit you gonna love it.
Hey, pause.
Huh?
I know what just happened. Pause. You sexually threaten me?
Oh,
Hold up. And
you know what?
Going on
I
back there?
cannot.
Even Coach came around the corner.
But let's get back on topic. What are your feelings?
this
Your
is
thoughts
hilarious.
on porn?
Well, you know,
Don't be shy, man.
I'm a boy, so I grew up like in the era that porn was prevalent.
I'm a boy.
Nah, like porn was prevalent.
Now I'm a boy.
You were not a boy.
So it's,
You're a grown ass man. What's
Grown
the
ass man, dog.
I am a male.
There you go.
Okay,
There you go.
Got it.
We're gonna work on verbiage.
Okay,
all right,
okay,
cool.
there we go.
Semantics. I'm
Yes.
a male, right? And and we grew up in an age where porn is prevalent, so it's easy to find.
Mm-hmm.
But I do know that the things that I've studied about it's probably not the best thing for us because it actually causes some serious dysfunctions.
I heard that too.
It really
got-
causes some serious
Yeah, dick on the
dysfunctions.
brain.
It really does. It causes some really dysfunctions.
Yo, Wavyy was like,
Oh, you good?
Yo, no more call.
some serious what?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Nah, go ahead, please.
You
We'll
heard
be right
that.
back after these messages.
All right, let's let Rob get it out.
No, but it caused some serious dysfunctions, and it's actually caused. I love being with y'all.
Sorry.
I love the fact being with y'all because this is gonna be. It causes some problems, alright? And they're psychological problems. And they did a experiment on, I think it was rats, where they actually did microbes into the brain. And it causes some problems, and the problems that it causes with your brain is hard to get rid of.
Porn, you saying
Wait.
porn?
So you'll become like addicted
Wait,
to it?
wait.
Well,
They
the-
were showing
the
the
mice-
rats porn?
Well, no.
Were they showing
The mice,
human
what
porn
they
or
did
rat
is
porn?
they actually plugged in a microbe into their brain that caused them to feel the sensation of orgasm.
Mm-hmm.
And the rats pressed the button until they killed themselves.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, so they literally committed suicide and never ate.
Freaky
All
rats.
they did was keep hitting that button. And what they found is that same thing with humans, and then they get a problem with actual having sex with normal people because you can hit that button.
So I've heard that too. Like when it comes to using like toys and vibrators and stuff like that, especially for women, that it's like the same type of thing. Like if a woman will like, you get that extra stimulation, but then when you're with your man, she's feeling like something's lacking. So they're saying like it's actually an issue. It's more of an issue than like before. It was like, oh, this is going to be pleasure. And now they have all these crazy type of gadgets out there and stuff like that. So then women are feeling like, oh, it's supposed to be way more than this. And it's like,
I was watching
Right.
that show Dave.
like something's
That's
lacking.
interesting.
I was watching that show. Y'all watch Dave with Lil Dicky?
Yeah.
And he's got that
never seen
bottom half rubber sex doll.
Yeah.
It's like
Never
no
seen it.
torso.
I gotta watch it.
It's just
Yeah.
the ass down that he
He was in the
screwing
bathroom with it, right? Yeah. His girl
screwing
came
this,
in.
this rubber shit.
He said he couldn't get off. Yeah.
Yeah, so he would
y'all
do
be
his
watching some
girl,
crazy
but then he
stuff.
had to go in the sneak in the bathroom with that.
Everybody like,
shit.
yeah. I'm like, what?
It's a
It's on
comedy on
FX, that's
FX.
the funny
yeah.
thing.
Funny, too.
I didn't expect to see that shit
Yeah.
happen. It's a crazy ass show,
gotta
but
see it.
but he was like, he did his thing with his girl, and then when she fell asleep, he went into the closet, snuck this lower torso, half body thing into the bathroom to finish off. And then you see him at another time humping on this thing,
Oh my God.
and he's got a girl. You know what I mean?
See?
Yo, that remind me of Ryan Davis. He was talking
Telling
about
you,
the,
they say
the
it's
comedian.
real.
Yeah, the
It affects
comedian. He
you.
was talking about the porn and watching the doll. And he was like, after a while, I'm gonna get a doll. I'm gonna actually name her. Her name gonna be Teresa. And when you come in the house, you gotta say hey to her. You that's my girlfriend. He's like, I ain't ashamed.
So wait, Wavyy, what kind of porn you watch, man?
I don't.
You like word?
I don't.
Never or just
Not
recently?
never. I just don't. And yeah, I don't.
So what made you stop?
What made me stop? It was just.
Now, were you one of those that went down the rabbit hole where you like every day you got to see some porn and then you got tired of it?
No, I never did
Or
that.
just
I never
every
did
blue
that.
moon?
It was just, I don't know it. Like if things is too popping, I don't subscribe.
You sound like me. I'm the same
So it's
way.
like people start, yo, did you see this? And it's like, okay, I'm not doing that no more. Y'all all on it. Like it was one of those type things. So, but I don't really subscribe to it.
Yeah, well, like Rob was saying, there's a lot of issues with that. I went through a phase of, especially
of addiction. You was addicted?
No, not addiction.
Addiction.
Not addiction.
Wait, the excitement in your voice.
Big Sugar, addicted to porn.
Everybody's showing out tonight.
Wait,
it was like,
I don't know
you're
what she smoked
addicted?
tonight.
Yo, it was some good shit.
I'm mad.
I don't know
she
whether
didn't
you coming on.
It's just it's whenever I have the
powerful
coffee
shit.
cup.
It's the coffee.
It's the coffee.
Turn up.
But no, I
weed
got to a point. I used it more so. When I I first saw it when I was like 11, I want to say. You know, you sneak into your pop stuff and you find some stuff. You're like, oh, what's this? You put it on. You're like, oh, that's what that's for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it was like that whole thing, and then like an idiot. And this is why you shouldn't. Kids shouldn't get a hold of this stuff. Yeah. Is because I thought that that's what sexual interaction or intimacy was, or how it's supposed to go. You know what I mean? You're supposed to just be smacking ass and going rough and hard and all that. You know what I mean? And it wasn't until I was like early 20s when I'm taking, because girls my age, all they cared about was afterward they didn't say, oh, this was great or you really good. No, they just like, did you enjoy? Yeah. And you like, yeah, it was all right. And they're like, okay, good. So you're not learning shit, right? Yeah. You're not learning shit, right?
Because they're not gonna really communicate and be like, actually, I wish you'd have done this better or something.
Yeah, but I got with an older woman at the time, and I think at the time she was in her 40s, still bad though, and I tried that whole porn style. And she was like, babe, what you doing? And I'm like, I'm tearing that ass up. What you mean what I'm doing?
Tearing that ass up.
And she was like, no.
That ain't it.
She's like, and she looked at me. She said, I could tell you never been with a grown woman before. I was like, so my ego was like,
yeah, she shut it down.
So as me, what you talking about? I handle my business. She's like, no, just listen to me. And then she started teaching me, this is how you make love to a woman.
Yo, what is she on?
I don't know.
She immediately started laughing.
No, wait, he was like.
But she talked, and that's when I realized, porn had jacked me up. Like I really thought, it was
that's
a whole.
How it was supposed to be.
Yeah, like I really thought that's how you do it.
Exactly.
Because of what I saw.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until I got embarrassed, that it was. I learned, that's not reality. That's not what you. Now, some cases. That's what some people need that sometimes. You know what I mean? You got to hang off a chandelier and, bash people's heads to the wall and stuff.
I cannot.
Chandelier
I can't with y'all. I cannot with y'all.
Chandelier
sometimes you got to put on a pizza man uniform.
Okay.
And,
role playing.
It kills
role playing
intimacy.
keeps the relationship
It
up.
definitely kills the whole intimate thing. Because I remember when I lost my virginity, then the next girl I tried to grab her by the throat. You know what I'm saying? Because did you warn her?
Wait, how'd you go from one extreme
addicted.
to the?
I was like, when I first got you know what I'm saying? When you first lose your virginity, it's like, holy shit! It opens your mind up.
Right.
So then it was like, I want to see what else to do. So that's when I got on. So I seen dudes grabbing these chicks by the throat and they love it.
Right.
So she said, what the fuck are you doing? It was one of those. I just grabbed her. And I was like, I'm thinking she was gonna like it. It was like, nah, you don't do that. She just threw my hand on, you don't do that. I was so fucking embarrassed, bro. I was like,
I don't even want to
do this no more.
I was about to say, what do you do after that?
I had to fold my arms. I don't want it. See what I'm saying? It was one of those. I was embarrassed, man. But it messed me up, and I didn't know. Like the whole intimate, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be intimate, and that's better than just this stuff that we see on porn and stuff like that. So I'd rather that.
And you have other issues, because what it really boils down to, as far as porn addiction itself, because I don't knock anybody for watching porn or whatnot, especially if you're not single, but say you're a married man or something, you on the road, and I'm trying to keep it in my pants. Yeah. Let me go ahead and watch a little Pornhub or something, relieve myself, whatever. I don't knock nobody for that, but you do have to be careful, because there's a lot of people that they're addicted and they don't realize it, and it becomes a need. But what it is the same way you get addicted to most things. It's that dopamine trigger, like he was saying about the rats. You know, and some people find it in drugs, some people find it in liquor, some people find it in porn.
Some people find it jumping off buildings.
There's an addiction for jumping off buildings.
Actually, yeah, like people that keep doing things that are
How
like
you get addicted? You only get to do that once.
Yo, things that are like extreme. People get that endorphin release from doing things that are extreme, like jumping off mountains.
That is true.
Like an adrenaline rush type thing.
Yeah,
that's the same concept.
Getting
And
dopamine triggers.
what we call it in working out when they say that runner's high.
Yeah, or that pump.
Right.
And so, you know, the same thing with food. The people who are addicted to porn and addicted to food are dealing with the same, you know, chemicals. Same thing going on.
We could talk food porn all day though. Shit, I love to eat, dog. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Bro.
But look, so with the addiction, with the one study
I'll chop something up in here one day too. That's what I'm gonna say for real.
One study I seen a while back was talking about how young men in their early 20s, that doctors were kind of raising the alarm because they were like, we have in mass young men coming into the doctor's office with ED problems, erectile dysfunction.
In the early 20s?
In the early 20s. And the common factor is becoming more and more common for that age group to be coming in with problems. And so in the correlation with all of them, well, the majority of them is the same thing, too much porn.
Really?
And so, well, because too much porn, you're getting desensitized to real intimacy or being with a real woman. Wow. You know what I mean? And think about it. I mean, you know, not to be too graphic, but if you're masturbating, your hand is going to be stronger than most vaginas you're going to get into. And so when you're addicted to porn, especially if you're one of those,
very interesting topic.
Yeah, so there's people, right? There's people wwho
just soaking this in.
There's people who love to watch it, and then there's people who love to masturbate to it, right? And so once you've given your brain those dopamine bursts for so long,
so there's just people
that
just watches it. Just watch porn. Oh, that's weird.
You never done that?
No, I've never said that. Just watch porn.
I dated a girl years back who she never did anything during the porn. She just enjoyed sitting and watching it.
Really?
Yeah, like when we were apart, like if I had to travel or something like that, and I'm like, you're a weirdo. Like who puts porn on?
And see, that's so weird because different girls got different responses to porn. Because I've dated one girl that watching it, even when we were away from each other, like if I went and did a film or something like that, she was like, it was evil. You I can't believe you look at another woman besides me. Then I had another woman that she wanted to do everything she saw in one. It was just like, this is weird, bro.
Those
yeah,
are the
but there's
best.
a line.
You
There's
know
a line. There's a line.
There's females like that'll try to do everything in a porn, and it's so bad. It's like
it's horrible.
Terrible at this.
Even do
like,
the
stop
faces.
it.
The faces like, why are you doing
like,
that?
what are you doing? And then you know, like, okay, you're new to this. Like, you don't understand. So they try this porn stuff and think they doing something. It's like, you're terrible.
But that's kind of sweet
it.
if they're trying to do it to like impress you, right? Is that sweet? No.
Well,
I mean,
me personally, I appreciate the effort of them trying to take this game up, even if it ain't working.
Vice versa. If a guy wanted to do everything that was in a porn, you would be like, hey, bruh, like there's some lines. There's some stuff.
Did you just spit in my mouth?
No, bro. The worst one ever.
That weird porn shit.
The worst one ever was a girl because I was a fighter. Yo, hold on.
What's going on?
I don't even think you understood how my brain just stopped for a second.
Yeah, I saw your face.
From that to that, it was.
We talk about weird porn
I
shit.
literally looked at both of y'all for like 5 seconds, like.
Yeah. Yo, there is some weird.
One girl wanted to hit me because I'm a fighter. And she has seen it in porn. She just wants to smack.
Oh, there's some people that's into that.
Yeah, no, don't.
That's
kind of
like you remember the girls
and that spitting in mouths and
the girls that went viral. What was it? 2 girls in 1 cup. Is that what it's called?
What?
Wait, what?
Something,
2 girls in a cup.
Something that
like
no one
that.
ever needs to see. That when it came out back
it was
in
disgusting?
the, it was like early.
It was
2000s.
like viral in like early 2000s.
like
Like
early
these girls
2000s.
were just shitting cups and stuff.
You were just born.
But people were like jacking off to this shit.
Oh, that's disgusting.
That's weird.
That's a whole problem, bro. I don't know.
That is right. But you have people like that. You know what I mean?
You need to go to your therapist.
Like they were just talking. They were just talking about Odell Beckham. I don't know if it's true, but these women were in an interview alleging that he flies them out. They get flued out, and he wants them to take a dump on them. You know,
There's
what I mean?
like
now I don't know if that's
apparently-
true. That's allegedly what they're out saying right
you
now.
Remember, she said she had a video where he wanted her to take a video of taking a dump.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
So they
I don't
said
know
in
what that-
like
that's the issue.
certain like I guess foreign countries that there's like these big wig men that will pay heavy dollars to fly women in to do that.
One of my friends in Miami.
For real?
She
No, for
was
real.
a-
That's like
she
a
was
big
asked-
thing.
She was asked to pee on the guy.
We need,
I
we need to
believe
see your
it.
passport stamps.
Nah, I ain't none of that type of shit. That's
And
crazy.
we were close friends, so she called me immediately. Yeah, this is a dude asked me to pee on him. And I was like, oh, okay. How much he off?
How much did he offer her?
Is this like a bad
I think
thing?
it was something like 50 grand or something stupid.
What?
Well, listen.
In Miami,
Like to be,
it was something
like
Give
to
her a
be
call when we
laughing at
done,
these
okay?
people.
No, she definitely peed on him.
I know 50
It's
grand.
cutting up. Like
Wait, what
Because this
happened?
could really be like they could probably have like a Narcotics Anonymous type of thing for this. Or
Oh,
something.
nah.
Wait,
they,
that-
don't they
Like,
have
you know
what,
what I'm
like-
saying?
the
Like maybe
Sex
like some type
Anonymous thing?
of like
They
some
got
sex
Sex
anonymous. Like
Yeah, sit there like
Oh,
that.
I'm sure they do.
Hi everyone, I'm Rex Tillerson, and I can't stop letting people shat on me.
you know what I'm saying? It could be something like that. Like,
Welcome,
hi
Rex.
Rex. You know what I'm saying? Like
I think my
don't
first
know.
day into the class, I gotta go. Why? Because I'm cured. I
Yeah,
realized
this
that's
is
a problem.
different.
People
Yeah.
in some weird.
Every time somebody get
weird-
up in the middle of the group, like, hey, where you going? You going to the bathroom? You going
Yeah,
to the
yeah.
bathroom?
I didn't even think about that
Or
side.
they come back like,
Don't
yo,
waste
what's
that
up? Nice
good
to meet
shit.
you.
Yeah.
They serving laxative and shit. It was like,
Wow,
But yeah, so you know, there's people really out there dealing with issues
Yeah.
of weird shit and stuff. But my biggest thing is the addiction, because it's so readily available now. And you know, like I got to put all kind of apps and stuff on my son's phone because that scared me to death
Everything's
of
out
getting
there.
him a phone and stuff. You know, he's 9 now, but it took me a while to really be
Yo,
okay
what is
with
that like?
getting him
Y'all
that.
having kids? Because I was just thinking about that. Like growing up, you know they're gonna grow up in this society and where it's
I don't
easy.
know, bro.
Like,
I don't know.
when
The best thing I could tell you is to teach, because I was
You have to educate them.
I was talking. I can't even remember who it was I was talking to now, but forgive me if it's any of y'all in this room. But I was talking to somebody, and they were telling me about how, you know, they went there. Maybe it was Sarah. I don't know. It was somebody I was talking to. I feel like it's somebody in this room. But they were talking about how their kid, you know, was seeing another kid got in trouble from bringing his phone to school, and they're like elementary, and was showing porn to the other kids, and they're all just huddled around watching this shit. So you
remember being
think
that
I
kid.
can keep my kid from seeing this stuff? But then every kid's got a phone, and not all the parents give a damn about making sure that the stuff is blocked from them. Even my kid, he loves the what is that game, Roblox, and so I had to teach him, when you see that free this or free that online, because they
Don't
like to
do
look
it.
up tips on Google and stuff like that for the game, and it's like, oh, Roblox points. They have like a Robux I think it's called.
Yeah.
And you click on it, and it's just it's spam, spam advertisements, and they use that for whatever you're looking at, right? But then you click on it, and then boobs start popping up, and all of that, and like twice had to deal with this dude's phone of these advertisements because you don't a 9-year-old doesn't know it's really a setup. When I click it, I'm giving them permission to send stuff to this phone.
Yeah.
And fortunately, he's a really good kid, and he's like, Dad, there's stuff on my phone.
Yeah, kids
You
do
know.
that in front of their parents. They
go
watching
go
this
right in the room like.
Yeah, like what?
Nah,
was
he's
that?
It's
I don't know
normal
who,
to be curious.
I don't know who
Yeah.
scared him to death, but he really is like even watching movies and like people start kissing, he's like tries to bury himself into the couch.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, it is you ain't got to dig your head all the way down into the couch, bro. I got you. I'll let you know when they're done. And that's just kissing. So I'm fortunate I don't have no little pervy kid. But I know they're out there, like, look at what I'm looking at.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And you see, and I'm not as worried about the boys. I am, but not as worried about the girls looking at this stuff. And, at that age, man, it's just like, yo,
It's
that's
serious,
scary.
It's a serious
It is.
distortion.
like, I'm glad I don't have no
of
daughter in this
reality.
day and age.
Oh,
Man.
God.
I would love a daughter, but I'm scared to death to have a daughter in this day and age growing up.
With everything being out there on
Yeah.
every social media.
Right.
Like
on
it's just
everything.
out there.
And on everything.
And that was-
you
that
got
was-
so many devices nowadays.
Yeah, and that was one of the other things that I wanted to gloss over, which was its impact on our society. Like, you can't tell me it has not greatly
Look at
impacted.
OnlyFans.
Right, things
Yeah, I
like
was about to say,
OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Instagram changed the game.
Yeah, and so just even in advertisements, how people function in media. You're talking about the HBOs and Showtimes and Cinemax. It's like porn has become so popular that media is like, we've got to either bring some of that over, or mimic some of that because that's what people like.
And sex sells.
Right, and I wonder how many meetings are happening behind doors of like, look at the statistics of porn watchers. And so we have to incorporate something similar, because this what people want. So people are over-sexualized and charged up. You know what I mean?
Charged up.
Yeah, because there really are people out there that sit there 8-9 hours a day just, whacking off.
We're similar.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
They have problems. Now that they do have like a group and rehab for because it's that serious.
Wow. It's like sex addiction.
Yeah.
Literally.
With yourself though.
Yeah.
And watching other people do what they do.
That's an issue, bro.
Maybe they
okay, y'all want to, let me tell y'all something.
Yeah.
Let me tell you one of the craziest things that happened to me. So, no, it wasn't Miami, it was Vegas. Listen, I was in Vegas, okay? And, me and like my dude at the time, right? Mm-hmm. We're together, we go to, and I can pick up on energy. You know this, like super easy. So, my first time I think it was my second time being in Vegas. And he's going to like one of like the dispensaries out there. And it's like getting late now. So we walk out and I can always feel when somebody's like staring at me. So I'm like, I'm telling him, I'm like, somebody's staring at me. I just don't know. So I'm scanning. I'm like, somebody's on me right now. And we get inside this, like, we walk across the street to this like gas station, like a little convenience store. And it's this dude in there, right? And we had took an Uber from like the hotel to the dispensary. I told the girl, I'm like, listen, I'm going to text you as soon as we ready. She's like, oh, I got to make this run. I'll come right back. Let me get this other thing. I'll come right back for y'all. So I'm like, okay. Send her the text. We just waiting on her. There was a dude in there, right? As soon as I walk in, I just see him kind of like just eyeing me a little bit, right? And I'm like, I wonder if this was the dude I felt. Because I felt somebody staring at me. So we walk back outside. We're standing there. And dude goes, hey, y'all good? Right? Black guy. So, yo, y'all good? Seem real cool, right? So I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So my dude like, yeah, we straight, and he's like, yo, where y'all from? So, I do my little weird energy field thing. I'm like, let me see if I feel anything a little off. And I really didn't. So I'm like, okay, he seemed like he's cool, whatever. So everybody starts talking. He's saying where he's from. He had just moved out there. He'd been there for a little bit. He's telling us like, this is where you go to old Vegas. That's where it's at. Like he's giving us the jewels, right? So I'm like, all right, he seemed cool. And he's like, yo, y'all need a ride? So me and my dude look at each other. So I'm looking at him like,
I'm cool.
Pete. So I send the girl. I was like, well, let me see if she's going to answer. Send her a text. Nothing. Call her. Nothing. So he's like, listen, I ain't no killer, nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll take y'all back or whatever.
Yeah.
Yo, we go back. Right? We take the ride. So dude was like, hey, listen, man, I just copped some smoke in there too. Y'all want to smoke? So, I don't smoke, whatever. So dude was like, oh yeah. So they sitting there on the porch doing their thing, right? How about this dude? So I go out on the porch. I'm like, oh, y'all want some drinks, whatever, like being the hostess, just cool. Because I'm like, he gave us a ride back. Ain't nothing crazy happened, cool. This dude turns and goes, yo, y'all like be doing like, y'all not like anything like freaky? So I didn't know where he goes. So I'm like,
it's time for you to go
back.
You
know what I do? Look, no, I switched so quick. I'm like, I'm sorry, freaky? I don't understand what you mean. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? I don't get it, right? That's what I did. I'm like, I don't understand, right? So he's like, I mean, like, what if I wanted to watch y'all? I said, oh, you got to get the fuck out.
Did you say it?
Yeah.
Straight up.
I was like, yo, you got to get the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, wait, what?
What bruh
yo,
say?
and he really was like, because I reacted so quick. You know what I'm saying? He ain't even have, because I was thinking of everything. I'm like, if he react, you know what I'm saying? Because that's kind of almost disrespectful. And dude did it so, listen, you know how you be so chill and quick? He did it so quick, it took me a second for it to resonate. He was just like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I'm saying, y'all, can I watch out?
Switched it.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
So I'm like, hey.
How's that, sir?
Yeah, I was like, yo, you gotta get the fuck out.
What did he say? What
he was like, okay. And listen, you know what I'm saying? Y'all need it. And just was still cool. Like, he wasn't even offended. He's like, yeah, he was talking about his girl and everything.
Yo, can I get some of that bud, though?
Wow. I said, yo, they into something crazy. I was so shocked. I'm like, oh my gosh. Then I was joking with my guy. I was like, what if I'd have been like, yeah, like, how much you got? He was like, I mean, I'd have looked at you a little crazy, but I would have went with it like, how much you got? You know what I'm saying? I want to see, like, what if I would have been with it? Like, yeah. But, never had that happen. It was so odd. I was like, people are into some.
I don't pick people up like that on the street.
I know.
Yeah. And that's why, like, stuff like that.
Right, because you just never know.
You don't, no.
And see, what's funny is, though, it made me feel more comfortable because, dude, when we got in the car, he looked hella uncomfortable. Like, I shouldn't even offer them the ride.
Yeah.
Like, I felt an energy from him. And then he looking at me. He's like, y'all not going to do nothing to me, right? He asked me. And I, yeah. He really did. He asked me. He was like he looking at it because I'm all sitting behind him. So he looking at it. He's like, y'all not going to do nothing, right? And I was like, nah, man. I said, as long as you don't do nothing, we ain't going to do nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know?
I ain't going to do nothing. I'm going to watch her.
Yeah. Right.
I just want to be here.
Yeah. So I don't know if he was, it was odd. I was like,
and then it probably got all awkward. He was like, now grab her left ass cheek. Yeah, come on, pull her hair. Play like, dude, you didn't say you was going to give instructions and shit, bro.
All right, so would you ever be in a porn?
Would I ever be in a porn? Ooh. I feel like the only way I would ever be into porn is if, like, it was like a dire situation where, Lord forbid, somebody needed something or they were going to die. And that was the only way I could, like, you know, like if it was something like that and like you talking about somebody that I care for or like somebody's kidnapped, they like, you gotta, I'm gonna do what I got to do. You know what I'm saying?
Do what you gotta do.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Friends?
I mean, like it would be like seriously like a dire where I couldn't call the cops for help type of thing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like,
there was no other option.
They was gonna die. Well, you'll stack on a few more stacks.
I mean, she had
you know? So I'm about to have a field day. You know,
I didn't expect that.
Kidnap her daughter tomorrow.
I'm telling, man. I've been trying not to just sling the jokes out there too much. You know what I mean?
Man,
Listen, I see it all.
He's doing so well.
No,
like
he's radiating the glow.
You
Do you see this?
So well.
This is how you know when all this start glowing, it's coming.
Yeah.
He glowing. He's like,
I'm behaving.
Glowing.
Like you can
He's
see
ready.
all
He
the
glowing,
astro
yo.
signs above his head. Like, God, I wish I could say something about that right
so
now.
all right, what
I'm
about you
behaving.
guys? Would y'all like? Have you guys ever and would you do porn?
I've never done.
Now,
porn.
have you ever been videotaped? I guess is what you're trying to ask.
Yeah, okay. Have you ever made a porno? Have you ever made a porno?
Not really.
Ooh, Wave, you made a porno.
Don't look. No.
Not a full on, maybe some foreplay type stuff, but not a full on. There's no videos coming out of me from anywhere.
Right.
You know, at least not with my face in it. You
Yeah,
know?
no face
You
in
know
it.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm
No
saying?
face in it. No face, no case.
No
Nah,
face, no
nah,
case.
no
You know what I
face.
mean? But if it's mine, I claim it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'll
and
be
I
like,
don't send,
yeah,
I
that
don't
was me,
send
baby.
dick pics. I don't know, man. I ain't sending no dick pics either. I want a career later.
Would you do like, you know, let's say husbands and wives, all right? So everybody's uncomfortable. You know, would you do it with your spouse? Like, would you make a video with your spouse? Like,
With face in it?
like if you got married and
I know, but face in it?
however y'all want to do it.
No face in it. No face ever in it. If there's gonna be pictures of it,
Not with your wife?
No.
Well, we know she would now. What about
Do
you?
you know
Wait.
75% of relationships end in divorce?
I know that's.
I don't want it to. What if
no,
it mess
60
around and
something.
get out or something? You know what I'm saying? Then I feel like my woman is. I don't care about me. I
Right.
don't want my woman all that.
Yeah,
I don't
no,
like that.
all the goods.
I
and
get
stuff.
mad when if I'm involved with somebody and I see him twerking all over the internet. I get mad about
Right.
stuff like that. Like,
Or if
I
you
don't
know
want you
a
showing
dude that
everybody
smashed
this.
your
You know what I'm
girl,
saying?
that's
You end up in a Kanye situation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I
That's,
know,
that's
right?
not
Break
the insult, you know, Kanye or his wife. It's just that when he
I mean,
married
it's the whole world though.
right
Whole
when he
world's
married
seen
Kim, it was
the
like
Ray J thing. I forgot about that.
I
Yeah.
couldn't have done it.
I couldn't have done it.
And then he made a song.
I
hit
know.
it.
And actually said
it was hot too.
It was hot too. Yeah, the
Hella
first
catchy.
That's
He petty for
rough.
that.
Like, could you do that?
she made it all
What?
famous from her own
Like,
video.
the baddest chick in the world, and she's dope and cool, and y'all vibing and everything. But you know, the whole world's seen her.
You know what's
Okay,
crazy?
now who are you
Getting
calling
done
the
up.
baddest chicken?
I would have to be. I would have to actually meet her. You know what I'm saying? Because we can say all this like, oh yeah, I'm not. But you know what I'm saying? I done heard some crazy things about some females, and then when I met them, it was like, damn, like you have a beautiful soul. Actually, you got caught up.
Like
you know what I
Holly
mean?
Berry and Billy Bob.
Yeah, I'm
I
sure.
was
Like,
still dating Holly
so
Berry.
I can't even say.
but I'm saying, like, if you knew, like, on the Kim level, you knew like she done started a whole brand off this popularity.
She started.
Of this
I don't even know who she is for
Kim
real.
Kardashian.
Yeah, I know. I see she's a beautiful woman.
Good
I just
for
don't
you.
really know who she is like that. So.
Well,
Not to down her, but I mean, good for you because it's just like there's so much hype around.
Good for you.
Yeah, for real. Because like it's rare that you hear that. You know what I'm saying?
What about you? What about if you met a dude? He was just super fly, super dope, and everything, and then you like your girl's like, you know who that is, right?
Nah, hell
And
no.
you're like,
I'm not into that shit.
no, not a porn star. He just did a sex tape with a girlfriend or something, and it got out,
and
it was so good, it was popular, but he didn't put it out, and he wasn't trying to go that route.
So Ray J.
Say he's like an attorney or something, and
okay, that's
shit
different.
got out.
He wasn't trying to put it out.
That's different. If he was like a stripper or something like that, everybody seeing that thing, no.
No, what I'm saying,
Everybody
like,
seen that
but,
thing.
but everybody
But
seen
like,
that thing in
if
the
I
video.
had already met him, and you know what I'm saying, and the energy was there, and we clicked, I'm not gonna hold that against him. You know what I'm saying? Because something like that and it got out, like that's not
so
his
hard.
fault. He didn't put it out.
It's
Yeah,
hard
that's
out
hard to
here.
say.
man.
Yeah,
Very
it's hard to say.
understanding.
But it's
I mean,
like-
I'm
it's
not.
like
Come
people
on, how
can't
can you
grow.
hold somebody right? How
Now,
can you hold somebody or
what Wade
something like
said,
that?
it depends on the person.
Yeah.
Like
Like it's like,
I
yo,
couldn't.
are they
I
freaky?
said,
Are
if
they
it was
like?
Holly Berry,
I couldn't.
I ain't
No
gonna
care about that shit for
I
you.
don't care how bad she is. I couldn't.
It's not even about them
And
being
it's-
bad,
What if
though.
a dude? All right, what if
Mm-hmm.
it was someone she trusted, right?
Yeah.
And the dude leaked her stuff
Mhm.
without her knowing, and she's devastated, and it made its rounds.
Couldn't do it.
Seriously?
Couldn't. Come on, man. You sitting.
That's
You
horrible.
all in love. You sitting in church with your woman, and a little young dude over there like, yo, it's that.
yes, it is.
And you like, yo, out of it ain't even your fault. So I can't get mad at you, but I'm mad.
You can't bring it to the cookout because all your uncles
your
and
uncles
cousins
over there
sitting
like,
this.
Boy, you a lucky
That's
man.
short on
boy.
the saw.
Yo, love is a motherfucker though. Man. So I don't know.
Man, but that's rough.
I don't know.
Love is.
Because
I mean,
like
it's
prime
motherfucker.
example, we watched it play out with Ray J. Ray J was in obscurity, you know what I mean? And not
Yeah.
to say he's not still successful and doing anything, but nobody was really on the mainstream scale thinking about Ray J. And then boom, all of a sudden he's back in headlines because he's beefing with Kanye over
beefed
him
over
having
it?
slept with his wife
Man,
and
he
then
made the
bringing him
freaking
up.
song. Of course
Made
they
a
beefed
song
over
about-
it.
So Kanye did. He
Thinking
came
his
back
girl.
at him,
a little
or he
bit.
just talked about it.
Kinda. I think he talked about
He
it.
did it in a song. What did he say in that song? He said, "You may hit it
You
first,
may
but
move
I'm
to
rich."
a rapper, a
something
ball
like that.
player. We all know I hit it first. That was
Yeah.
the joint. Like
Man.
I hit it, I hit it, I hit it.
That's
That was
Let's-
raw.
So, like,
let's
so
all
that's-
be real. No heat.
So that's what I'm talking about. Y'all sitting there, you know, you get into a beef with the old dude, and the old dude's like, "Oh, that's what we doing," and this is over 10 years old,
Yeah.
and then boom, he come out with "I hit it first just to spite you some more.
Yeah, see that.
You know what I
would-
mean?
that- it
And
would
you
be
like
that
the
for me.
fact that he could even do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
My
And it
problem
ain't
would
her
be-
fault.
My
Yeah.
problem is,
It's
if,
just,
what if we
you know.
have kids like they did? Like my son hits a certain age, like you said, you got pop-ups and all kind of stuff on phones now.
Oh, it's
Imagine
always gonna be out
13
there too. All they gotta do is Google
Yeah,
that.
Imagine
and she's
15
only
years
gotten
from
more
now.
famous
about-
over the years.
Yeah, bruh.
Yeah, but you
Then,
gotta think
and
about
your
stuff
son
like that.
happened to pop up, and yo,
This is my thing too.
Y'all see, y'all
It's-
sitting at a dick together, and sorry to interrupt, real guys. I just
No,
want to
you're
add this.
good.
Y'all sitting there, you know, talking. You, it's a
What
great
he
day.
I heard it
You
too.
all-
I heard it, y'all.
You all,
We
you
sitting at a
all,
what together?
you all.
yo, what's going on out here?
No, listen.
Wait,
I hear
you're
you, I hear you,
sitting at
I
a
hear
what
you.
together?
You sitting at a table or whatever together.
No, that's not what you said.
Okay, well, I don't know what it was said, but the point, I did not say dick.
You did.
It sounded like you said dick.
Anywho,
Y'all said that
y'all got
Coach
dick on
said.
the brain.
Even
kept
Coach
talking
said
like that.
it
Y'all
kind
not
of
gonna
sounded
get
like dick. He meant
Sitting
date,
out
you guys.
together?
He meant
Listen,
date.
I was like,
I got you.
I had
He
your
meant
back,
date.
though. I had
He
your
meant
back.
date.
What are you talking
He
about,
meant
bro?
date.
But say y'all are sitting together wherever, and your kid comes up to you, and you know, in that scenario, say you're Kim and Kanye, and your kid comes up to you and says, "Mommy, Daddy, who's this Ray J?"
Ooh.
You know what I mean? Like
Deep
what?
down in
You
your
saying
soul, something screams.
That
like
was,
you gonna
that
want to
was
hit
mommy,
ass.
That
Like
was
it
mommy's
ain't even
ex.
your fault, but
But
You
you
gotta
know why
say
he's
it.
asking.
You gotta say that's mommy's ex, and like you
That's
want
a
to talk
whole
about
new
something. You gotta be an
conversation.
adult about it, though. At this point, you've already made
but
the
think
decision
about
to be
kids
married.
in school and stuff like how mean they can be and
Oh
all
my
that.
God.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't think they worried about it
Get
right
into an
now.
argument and well, that's why your mama.
Or
you know what I
send-
mean? You know
or
what I'm
send
saying?
DMs
Like,
of your mama to you. And
So then, how do y'all handle? I mean, that's definitely on a wider scale, right? But how do like this is the smallest town I've ever lived in, right? How do you handle if it's a female?
That's
right?
everybody.
or not even everybody, but you know that it's somebody that you know, maybe 1, 2, 3 people that done been with her.
See, I don't handle that well myself.
I don't want to do that.
What if it's one? You know what I'm saying? Y'all go out and he
if it's not my close homie,
deep in your heart.
No, not your peoples, but like you're gonna know somebody who's been with somebody.
We all got to pass. So
I mean, deep in your heart, you know there's always one. You just don't hope you run into him.
Yeah, you're not feeling it.
You hope you're not running into him ever.
You see, I have that thing as a female. Like I know dudes have I don't want to be in no spot, and if it's more than 5 broads, that could be like, there he go. Oh hell nah, hell nah. I be sitting there burning up, like,
and you good with energy, so that will be funny.
What?
You be
ready to throw hands. I'm like,
you see that a lot, like with celebrities, like at events. Because the thoughts, all the IG models and all, they seem to find their way into all these events.
I believe it.
And you be like, yo, who is that? Damn. And they're like, oh, yeah, me, so. We done all hit that, bro.
So
You're
small.
like, damn it.
Bro, you see that in regular towns, not just celebrities. You see that where it's like you come to a bar and you talking to your boy, like, yo, who that? Oh, yo. He hit it, he hit it, and she hit it, and you just like hit it too, and you doing this.
But I asked, that's important to me. Like I'm like, yo, you know, I hit the homies up, like, yo, you know who so and so is. Yeah. Like, nah, who that? Like, cool. That's all.
And
I
there's
want.
only one. There's 1 or 2 that I've had where nobody was able to say they had it. There's only 1, 2 that I remember my whole life.
Yeah, because especially the worst thing for me is like, if I'm digging you and I find out, you know, you done slid with the homie, like a real close friend, because I can't.
I don't blame
me and him have been in scenarios as cousins.
Bruh,
I had to be like, yo, that's my cousin. Literally, like, you do know that's my cousin.
Like, bro, like literally sitting in the car as a young dude going, yo, so what's up with that? Hold up, you did what? When?
I'm so glad I'm the way that I am, and like, I don't knock people. Do what you do.
I was about to say, I ain't gonna judge nobody.
But I'm not judging. But for me, I'm very proud of the fact that, you know what I'm saying, I've been in a small town how long? Yeah. And ain't no it.
And you do the slow.
It's always a respect thing when it comes to my name, and I appreciate that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I will give you that.
Like my name comes up,
people
be like,
joke, but that is true. So I
thank you for real.
And people respect as that. I mean,
and I appreciate
somebody
that.
was
you know
holding her spot for her outside, like to come park today. That's how the Range Rover parked in her spot.
Hold up, but you gotta peep the rest of it. I watched that.
She's so funny.
I'm like, yo,
and they car was
we sitting outside. We sitting outside because we see a Range Rover. We like, wait a minute, this ain't normal. They just sitting in the car. So me and Cab just sitting out there. Rob come a few times. Rob in and out. Whatever. We looking. And so soon as she pull up, we like, oh shit. And then the person start getting out the car, so we start moving closer. Like, wait a minute.
Like, what the hell going on?
She hugged the person. They hopped out the spot and she parked. She's a dawn, son. She is a dawn.
Yo, like, you know what though? And I can't even take the full credit. They were actually waiting on me to give them something though. You know what I'm saying? I was giving them something. I was like, yo, I'll be right there, whatever. So she was like, oh, you can just take my spot.
Because I was sitting here thinking, hold up, then we went and got your bag.
Y'all did. That's chivalry. That's chivalry.
No, I will in front of the world give you that credit.
Thank you.
I mean, that's,
your name.
It's
I've had
always
dudes tell me that.
It's a huge part of why you're on the show as well.
Oh, thank you.
It's just how you carry yourself and your name before you always. I mean, you say your name to anybody and they're like, oh, that's that.
Yeah, I love it.
That's what's up, y'all.
And trust me, a
lot of people will ride for you.
My brother in Philly knew SDOT was. I said, yo, she's out of here.
That's what's up.
For real. Yeah.
That's one person I can always mention proudly because no one's ever been like, oh, it's
Never.
Let me tell you.
Listen, it's to the point, which I love this. It's to the point. I just had this conversation because, you know, I feel like I'm cool enough that, you know what I'm saying, I'm a female, sexy female, whatever, but I'm also cool enough that I'm like invited into the guys clique with certain people.
And we're holding
which I appreciate that. Yeah, and dudes will keep it real with me, you know? And I remember having a conversation and this dude was like, I'm going to tell you, you're like the one chick. He goes, because everybody be asking about you, yo. And he was like, and whenever
not all women, but a lot of women really, especially younger women, really underestimate that.
Yo, for real.
Yo,
keeping a good reputation.
Yeah, he said it. He was like, yo, you don't want to everybody. He's like, it's like this like trophy that people be like, go towards that if you want to type of thing. He was like, and that is so dope he goes, especially think about everybody know each other. And it's this one woman and people like, yo, I'm saying, what's up? And everybody like, and it's like a mutual respect. He was like, for dudes, that is huge.
Yeah, I mean, I've literally turned girls down just because I went and talked to some of my homies and like, yo, you hear? Yo, how about you? What you hear? Oh, yo, dude, you know, old cousin, and he smashed too. And I actually told her, though.
Nah, but like, happens.
But like,
you
when
can
they
knock
got
off.
pictures
I had somebody try to lie on me
They got
before.
pictures nowadays.
And I wasn't even there, and I heard everybody was like, nigga, stop.
Right, because reputation. Like I was going to say, I know this woman, and maybe hopefully one day I could actually introduce y'all because they're very similar vibes, but really, really dope boss chick. And a beautiful, beautiful model, business owner, and everything. And I worked with her on a film some years back, and she was so fine that I was just like, man, I know she probably industry dudes because she knew a bunch of like big name dudes. And I was like, oh, here we go. You know, she throwing the names out there and says some stuff stuff she's worked on with some people. And I'm like, and I talked to my homeboy who happened to know her, and he was like, oh no, she's solid, bro.
See,
like she don't, she's just like everybody want her because nobody can get her.
That's the thing.
Because he was trying to, because me, I was like, I'm cool, but he was trying to convince me, like, no, dude, the fact that she's into you and on you the way she is right now, like she don't do that with cats.
That's funny.
He was like, and he was like telling me like, and he's a player himself, so he was telling me like, no, that one. He said, as fine as she is, he's like, she's even better, you know, on being solid. And he was, like, so-and-so knows. And then I got to meet, other people because she was introducing me to some people, big name people that she knew. Right. And it makes you feel a little uncomfortable because you're like, when he smashed this or something like that. I look stupid being here.
I didn't realize men think like that either.
But the dudes, cats, like, you talk to them and they're like, yo, y'all had something. It's like, oh, nah. That's the respect.
Right.
That's the sis. It was like, she's the one when we tell the hoes to get up out of here.
She's still chilling.
She's still chilling. Like, well, what about her? Like, no, she ain't like y'all.
Right.
That's the sis.
She ain't right.
She could be here.
Yeah.
But
that's
it's that
queen.
the respect she has when she walk up in places. It's crazy because she's so exclusive. Because she's not out there. Yeah, so when they deal with her, they know, whoever she's dealing with, business-wise, famous or non-famous.
Right.
It's really about that biz.
Hello.
Or you're just real. When she say, that's my bro.
It's
really, dude tell like, yo, I ain't never been with her. Like, I've known her 10 years, bro. He's like, I tried in the beginning, but she wasn't having it. Yeah, that's how it was. Like, everybody tried.
Gain that respect for them after that, though.
Right, exactly. And that's why they've known each other for 10-some years.
That's dope.
Because of that respect. So,
that's dope.
Big applause to you. You don't watch porn, but you're mad respected. You know what I'm saying?
Mad respect.
So,
even without watching porn.
Even without watching porn. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
All doing them.
I wanna give another huge shout out before we wrap this up. Are we out of time? Yeah, so Jamie's head almost fell off.
Been out of time.
Jamie's like, yes, motherfucker.
Yes. 45 minutes ago.
But no, I just want to give a huge shout out to Rob, man.
Shout out.
Why you make that? Damn, I can't even like.
Get
this dude props.
You wanna know why? Because compliments never come. I mean, like
I give you compliments all the time.
I'm waiting for the neg.
No, you're acting, bro.
Oh, thanks, bro.
You're acting.
Thanks, man.
Well, he's got the off Broadway Color Purple. He's playing silly.
I was waiting. Listen, I knew. It was
okay,
coming.
so between the two of us,
playing silly.
I'm playing something Color Purple.
I'm thinking this guy
Between the two of us,
It's the seriousness. But no, he's doing something dope. He's playing Mr. and Seeley.
Yo, that's dope as shit.
He's
Yo, that's
switching
actually
it up.
talent.
He's switching it up a little bit.
I mean, it's a horrible joke, but I'm down with it on the ground. That's talent. Mr. Anthony. So I turn around and look at myself.
I don't know. It looks like it's working.
That nigga
Yeah.
That's dope as shit. He just get on top
Nah,
of
I'm just kidding. Say that again.
Oh man.
No,
Say it again. Say it one more time.
He looking at the slave with that you.
That was that damn old mule. I love that movie though. That was a good fucking movie. So I'm down with it.
Yo,
New York dudes, boy, he like country, motherfucker. I know it's exactly what he's laughing at.
That was going on in your head.
Niggas country as hell.
We country as shit, bro.
Yo,
man, you got any? What you working on, SDOT?
Oh my god, business wise.
No,
I keep looking at this shirt.
We never promote stuff
thank
we're
you.
doing. Like,
Thank you.
What you
So y'all know I have my clothing line brand. I just got a phone call today that a store that is opening up on Front Street wants to have my clothing in it. So I'm very excited. You guys are the first I'm telling. It's probably a secret, sorry. But by the time this comes out, it'll already be out, so that's good.
It's coming out. This is going to be the first episode.
Oh, is it?
No.
Okay. I'm like, wait, I did what Rob did.
Yo, hold on. Did you hear the question?
Is it? Oops. Nah, but I'm excited about that. So yeah, so this is one of my shirts off the brand.
All lives matter, but we're speaking of the black ones right now.
Yes. And
quote.
yeah, man, I'm just like, I'm all about empowerment.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? In every type of way. And yes. So you're like, oh shit. Yes,
Wavy like, y'all ain't about to get my ass in trouble.
No, but it's funny too because I just want to say this. Like, I used to be so, and I still am, super private about certain things. Mm-hmm. But it's like, since I've been on this like wave of like, let me really empower people and let me really like, how can I do that without walking in my truth the way that I do? You know what I'm saying? Right. And, you know, so now I try to take every situation that I go through and let it resonate with people. You know what I'm saying? So I don't care to be like, yo, I went like with the COVID thing. I was so proud of you because we both were so like, hey, listen, we're going. And people have been so scared to do that. You know what I'm saying? And for me, I'm like, I don't care about, my rep is solid. You know what I'm saying? I have knowledge of self, so can't nobody ever tell me who I am. You know what I'm saying? So like, I never care about like people being like, damn, she putting that out there. Yo, for real, like, yo, she putting that out there. Why would you talk about this? And you gonna talk about domestic violence. You gonna talk about your mom went through this. You gonna talk like, because for the one person that's like, why you doing that? I got 30 people in my inbox like, yo, thank you so much. I needed this. And that's what that's what feeds me.
I'm missing stuff.
Yeah, I put some stuff out there.
Oh,
y'all know my book is popping. Like for real.
Y'all gotta check out her Facebook because it is.
Like, let me put a picture outside tonight. I'm trying to tell you.
For real.
Nah, but I got people that really, I'm sorry, that support me and like, I appreciate it, man, for real.
No, you know you got our support.
Yeah,
always.
You know what I mean? I got one of your shirts too. You know, so I put support for real, and I don't be like, yo, let me get a free copy
did you
of
see
shit.
me? Look, and I was like, so yeah, I don't. For those of y'all that cannot see me, we have someone here in the studio, and this poor, beautiful girl. She purchased a shirt like about 5 months ago. No, and like I keep forgetting it every time I come. It's so bad, but I ended up getting sick. You know, I wasn't feeling good. Then you know that kind of paused things. And every time I come, I'm like, oh shit. So as soon as I said the shirt, I was like horrified. I'm like, you know, when you turn like in a nightmare and it's like real slow, I was like, dum.
The funny shit is how late she was. She was all like, yeah, so I'm gonna be in a store and I got mad shit coming in. And I got, and then like,
over there like,
it hit like,
and she did the turn.
I got plenty of shirts. Coming. They're coming.
Yeah, it was.
I ain't got it.
It was you. As soon as you said I got my shirt, I was like, horrified. I'm like,
yeah, like 2 days. It was like 2 days.
Don't brag about it.
That extra shipping.
Damn.
Rob, what you got anything you want to promote?
Oh man, yeah. So my business Warriors Way,
dope,
which is fitness mixed with martial arts and mental training. There you go, I got you. Has beginning to blow up, and I'm getting busy, and now everybody I see is punching at me. So this is fun.
And you're so dope.
Thank you.
Like because I have been one of the people that you have trained off and on for many years. She's the first one I actually mixed fitness, martial arts, and cognitive therapy together for her. Listen,
she was the first one.
Got me tight. You know what I'm saying? He's dope. He's dope.
Thanks, man. Appreciate that.
Boy, I had a real Deezen joke. I'm gonna let you live.
Thank you.
Dang.
I saw you start glowing. I saw you start glowing, y'all. I saw you start glowing.
Nah, you know, I'm trying to, like, keep
listen, I don't never really come back at him. Yeah. I don't never really. One day I'm gonna come in here wrong, but
it's a setup. I be waiting.
My roast game is good. I'm trying to tell you.
Man, you gotta hear him and my uncle go at it. Them two right there, boy.
I be trying to be chivalrous still at the same time. I can't just keep hitting you, you know.
I've known him for so many years. I know his mannerisms, right? So I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell y'all a secret. Whenever he about to like really hit you with something, he do this thing with his mouth. He be like, yo,
As
soon as I see him do that, I'm like,
if he starts smelling that little grin and shifts his head,
I'm telling you, that's it. It's coming.
It's
not a compliment. Because it's not a compliment. Don't run down that tunnel.
And then he won't look at you. He'll just do a thing with his mouth. Like,
It's
I'm
like,
oh shit, it's towards me.
And it's like watching a scary movie because you sitting there like, yo, don't run down that hallway. It's something down there.
Let me give y'all a little bit of roast game. What you do is you start with the question. See, a lot of people like to roll right into the roast.
You gotta warm them up first.
Yeah, you gotta find, formulate your question to walk in. So what you do is you open the door and they come walking in like, oh, thanks for inviting me in, bro. You know what I mean? You hit them with the bat, metaphorically speaking. You know what I mean?
Shit.
Hit him with the bat.
Welcome.
That's a shirt. You hit him with the bat. I like that.
And I've seen him do it to people. Where
you just do a straight face and you be like, yeah, man. You're like, what's your favorite toothbrush? And you just look.
Oh, well, I love.
Yeah.
You need to brush your
You
goddamn
walk right into that shit.
And I'll be the one sitting on the sideline. Don't answer that question. Son, don't answer that question.
I'd be like, well, did you use it today?
Oh, right. Exactly.
Right. So you need to deep throat that toothbrush.
Oh, no.
Crazy. Get the back gums,
Get to the
brother.
bike.
Yeah, get all the way to the bike.
Oh, Lord.
But TP, you got anything you want to promote, man? What you got coming up, baby?
Oh, just follow me on Instagram.
Damn.
Okay, you gonna
And
promote the Instagram?
Arrest the Killers.
Arrest the Killers. Of Breonna Taylor.
There we go.
Oh,
Bomb.
y'all heard about this $12 million?
Yeah, but man, nah,
They-
right? You
I
can give
don't- I don't
12
settle
million,
for
but you
that.
They
can't.
gave him a
right.
settlement before even arresting
the freaking
officers.
killers.
I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not settling
Yo,
for
I
that.
That ain't gonna bring
Keeping
their
up with
kid
that.
back, man.
Are you serious?
City
That
of
ain't
Louisville
gonna do it for me.
gave them a $12 million settlement.
It's almost like, to me, it's almost like hush money. Like, all right, we got
That's
this. Just
what
let the
I
people.
said.
Yeah,
And
that's what it
it's public
feels
hush
like.
money, yeah.
Like, come on, the audacity.
well, the difference
That's
is
never worth
Like, I'm
anybody's
glad
life.
they got it, but
right.
Yeah.
The difference
arrest
is
the killers, man.
the DA is that's their job, and so what the mayor was trying to say was, as a show of solidarity, we're not even gonna like argue and try to push back on it. We're just we're bending
So
over
they-
and just
so they
giving it.
agreeing.
And it's like, what they said, the mayor, not the DA.
Okay.
So the mayor was saying basically that we're not going to hold this process up.
Mhm.
We're not going to wait for any of that stuff.
Okay.
We're going to go ahead and show our, desire to make amends by just letting the settlement play out, and we're not even fighting it.
Yeah.
Right. So justice is still.
But the DA is the one who's holding up.
Okay.
They're doing their investigations to hold up the charges.
Investigating.
To decide whether there's going to be a charges. The city just decided to go ahead of them and do their side.
I'm glad they did. I mean, I'm glad they did that.
But isn't that amazing
But-
that the city of Louisville has been decided they're going to have to pay $12 million before the actual murderers have even been arrested. We've had protesters about her murder be arrested quickly, same day.
Super quick.
Oh, bro.
Settlement, a $12 million settlement done.
Right
all of this before her murderers have actually been arrested.
Are we surprised?
No, not at all.
That's
America.
That's what
Only in America.
I love what Malcolm X said about it. He was like, if protest was a legal thing that was a part of the system, then why are the protesters getting arrested?
That's it.
And I love how he said that. It was like, that's a good point.
Exactly. Yeah. So arrest the murderers of Breonna Taylor.
Arrest.
And, we got to wrap it up. We going to OT. You know how we do. You know what I'm
OT.
saying?
So
You're gonna
you're
have
not
to catch the
working on
rest on. Huh?
So you're not working on that.
What?
Oh yeah.
What you working on?
Yeah, big cup.
Good catch.
What you working on?
What you working on?
man.
What you working on?
Yo, please make that.
Listen, every day it's a moment I'm waiting on. I don't know it till it comes. It was that
was
moment.
it.
I've been waiting on that moment all
That's that
day.
Cardi
We should
B.
do that every week. Have everybody
And he
next
was so
week guess
smooth
what
with
the
it too. I was
message
like,
was.
Yeah, that L work in everything.
It does.
You can do gospel songs. It's like, this shit works and
Ever
everything.
look, if there's a female next to you, they gonna be like,
Yeah,
when he did that in my head, I'm like, we always respond.
Can't help it. But yeah,
That's
no.
awesome.
I mean, real quick, as far outside of being an actor, I'm a producer as well. So, and a writer. So we have a horror film in development.
Nice.
We have a TV show about an Irish mobster in Boston, a true story, and we're doing it with the guy who lived the story and made it through all of it. So that's in development at a network, and we're doing everything we got to do to get to the next steps with that. Another bigger film also in tow that we're developing. We're actually supposed to shoot it before the COVID shutdowns happened in April, and was our planned date, and all of that got pushed back.
Yeah.
And so we're getting back into getting that. That's going to be a nice, really nice film. Some big names and real fun stuff. So yeah, just that the TV shows, this, making sure that this everything.
So a lot. Good God, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I stay busy.
Sleep?
I stay busy. I'm up for a few films as well, but it's like they're getting ready to get going, then it's paused again, then it's gonna go again.
Same.
Yeah, so it's like I can say different things that I've been tapped for, but there's been some conversations about a Suge project. I don't know though. We're getting so far out now that I'm still.
It's okay. It's all right.
It's
gonna happen.
We'll
What's
see.
supposed to be is gonna be.
We'll see. So I mean, as far as mine, but that's gonna happen. But as far as me doing it, we'll have to see if it's right. If it's right for me, I'm gonna do it.
Right.
But yeah, other than that, man, just been throwing my all into the production side of things and working on this with our EP Kev. Shout out to Kev back there.
What up, Coach?
And shout out to
His
Jamie.
skin is amazing, by the way, y'all.
Jamie's back there. He runs a show for us and puts it all together for us. He's a bit cantankerous at times because we go long. You know what I mean? But shout out to Jamie.
Listen, huge shout out to Jamie, man. Jamie's always been so supportive of me for years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like,
good people.
Yeah, it's dope that good people know
Cutting Up.
Yeah, for sure. And the fact that he really loves what he does.
Yes.
He does.
Created
and he's
this facility.
great at what he does.
Yeah, we can do this because we're in this area and he put together this facility, this studio that we're in.
Right.
Give people their flowers while they're here.
And
Shout out to
Jamie. And y'all, come on, we got to shout out Sarah. She's here too.
Yeah, Sarah Dudek from Sarah Dudek.
Do that.
Do that.
Oh, damn.
Because I really love Sarah. Like, I just love her.
Sarah
Like,
boy.
I'm so
Until she ordered
sorry
a t-shirt.
that I don't have your shirt, but I
Until she
love
ordered a
her. I
t-shirt.
got you.
But yeah, so we're
I
wrapping
really love
up.
her.
We have to cut out now. You know what I'm saying? We done cut
out.
up, cut down, and now we got to cut out. You know what I mean?
Good.
Y'all know we can talk.
Yo,
talk
y'all all
hours.
were in sync. Everybody was like, I'm sitting like, okay.
You know what I'm
That was
saying?
good. That was dope. Yeah. Boom, boom, boom.
So make sure you tune in to Hype TV on Roku or catch the replays also on the Roku, but also on our YouTube channel. Cuttin Up Talk on YouTube, as well as it'll be available on podcast. If you're listening to us right now, listen to us again next week. Or come over and watch and then listen the following week.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Just keep coming back.
Because we here.
We're addicted to
Most
it.
definitely. So I'm
You know
gonna
what I'm
pass this mic. Well, I'm gonna pass it over to your mic and take us out. Take us out with some goodness from the Lord.
Go on, baby.
I just want to say
Praise God.
that I am extremely proud of everybody sitting here at this table with me. So my shout out goes to you guys because y'all elevate me, y'all push me, y'all are the best and y'all glow. Y'all over here smelling like cocoa butter and sunshine. You know what I'm saying? And I'm proud of us. I'm proud of y'all.
I'm proud of us.
I got y'all's back, y'all's side, y'all's front, and we gonna elevate, keep rising together. So this is for y'all.
Let's give it up for Sister SDOT Lee in the building. You gotta take us to the top.
I meant to.
Take us back to the bottom. You gotta spin around, and then we go back downtown. Who's cooking fried chicken this Sunday? Because the Lord is telling me, and I'm blessing. I can't hear. And Andre. We got the Andre.
Oh man.
Why they got us cutting up? Why they got us cutting up?